I'm sure I've forgotten something. Not to worry, I'll simply send someone to fetch it. As soon as I remember what it was.
Hello everyone. I hope you're all doing well today. I hope you're ready for some nice relaxing stream. Today, I think we're gonna do Shenhe's quest, if you couldn't tell, from the title and thumbnail. And I think afterwards, we'll probably see how it goes, but we might do a little bit of co-op, maybe a little bit of a TGC even. We'll see. Maybe even exploration, if we feel like it. But yeah, there should be the game plan for today.
When I informed them of my plans today.
But if you know anything about me, I don't follow plans, so
Say anything in opposition.
it's gonna be interesting.
Yes, this was a fine idea.
So let's see. Should we get warmed up first with some daily quests? I think it's a pretty good idea just to get ourselves eased into it, I guess. Well, I'll see how you guys been up to. Up to anything fun, maybe? Me, myself, I just got off work not too long ago, so decided to do some streaming. And chill out with you guys, pretty much. The first time in a while that I did like streams back to back, because usually I don't have the time for it. But today, luckily, I was in a good mood and it seemed like a good time to do a little bit of casual streaming, you know? Oh yeah, other than that, I kind of been reading a lot lately. If you like recurring viewer, you probably know that I'm a massive fan of manhwas. So lately I've been reading quite a lot of title called The Book of Lagia. And it's a pretty interesting one. It's about a demon king who gets reincarnated, well, not really reincarnated, but kind of possessed into a human body due to like a contract that he gets forced into because the person that summons him kind of dies in the process. So he kind of gets stuck into a human body. But not just any human body, it's a body of a prince who is unfortunately known as a not very nice individual. And is kind of overweight. So the premise already is quite interesting, if I do say so myself. But what kind of draws me into it, or at least what drew me initially, is the fact that he has a bunch of like very awesome followers. Like there's one, which is a fox, and she's the goddamn cutest thing ever. Another one, he has like a pet dragon. They follows him around and acts like his butler. That's also pretty fun. But yeah, overall, pretty cool stuff. I thought I'll give you some recommendation, since I haven't done it in a while. Mostly because I haven't been reading for quite some time. Oh hey Jeff, hopefully you're doing okay.
Let's light it up! Growl! Make yourselves at home!
I'm doing alright myself. As I said, I was just talking about the manhwas I've been reading lately. And overall just haven't done much other than that. But yeah, as I was saying, the title of it is quite interesting. Like, it's nothing revolutionary, if you will, but it's quite a nice story. It's about basically a demon king. If I give you like a brief summary of the entire story, the backline of the entire plot is the fact that this Demon King that gets possessed into human body basically has to fulfill a wish of a dying contractor that summoned him to dominate the entire world. So it's basically the entire story is based on this Demon King who used to be like the most powerful creature in the world, but lost all his powers, trying to just roam around the world with his followers and make friendships and conquer people along the way. And he also has like a book that he just keeps around, and he basically makes people sign inside of it, and whoever signs it basically cannot disobey him. So he gains followers by basically tricking them into signing his book. And kinda goes from there, really.
Shine down.
Because every single first interaction he has with like new characters, he basically forces them into signing his book before he like proceeds with doing anything with them. It's kind of interesting because he doesn't trust anyone. He literally makes everyone sign it. Even like his swan brother that he made along the way, he forced him to sign it as well, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, pretty good read. If you were looking for something fun to read, I think it's a quite good title to get into. As I said before, the name is The Book of Lagia, I think.
Shine down.
And I think it has around maybe 60 chapters or so. So it's a pretty decent length to get into. Will keep you occupied for a few days. The new weapon? Did you start getting a new weapon? No, it's still stuff of Homo. What are you talking about, Jeff? Are you talking about your Hutao? Because I did see you got Jade Spear, didn't you? Oh, you're using Deathmatch now. I mean, fair enough, I guess. I'm pretty sure Jade Spear is a little bit better, but you do you. Alright, let's see what other quests have we got. Let's do this one. I know the deathmatch is pretty good, but unlike you, who uses it for damage dealer, I use deathmatch on Zhongli to prove that he's an ultimate damage dealer. And it went pretty swimmingly, if I do say so myself. I got like 70k crits on his meatball. That was pretty fun. Considering I didn't even build him that well. I think I built him as a support, but I'm pretty sure on the account he had damages my Dilek, who has like Wolf Gravestone and fully like 1-to-2 crit ratio artifact set of the Crimson Witch, so that's pretty interesting.
Cascade.
I always struggle on cups, like elemental ones. I always get physical damage for some reason. Like, I never struggled getting physical damage cups, but whenever it came to elemental ones, I always have like a really tough time getting them. I never really struggled on circlets as much. It's just the cups. For some reason, cups just hate me. I always had a relatively easy time with sands, with like feathers. Feathers especially, like feathers and flowers were always like the easiest for me to get like over 30 crit value on. Like, I never even had to struggle on them. Sands, kinda in the middle, and circlet, I'd say second hardest. But other than that, yeah, cups is my bane. I'm pretty sure on like my main account, after playing for almost 2 years, I still don't have like every single elemental cup with good crit value on them. I think I only have Pyro, Hydro, I do have Animo, even though I don't have Zhao. And I think I do have Geo one. I think I'm only lacking like Electro and Cryo. And I never farmed Dendro on that account, so I obviously don't have that. But yeah, it's a big struggle, honestly. So I always had like finicky artifacts to go on my characters. Like I have Ganyu on that account, but I don't have cups for her, so I don't use her. Artifact farming life is the painful one. Oh, by the way, we got new achievement right here. So if you guys watched yesterday's stream, I'm pretty sure... Oh, hey Alex. Glad you can join. By the way, if you can remember Alex from yesterday, I think this is the final quest to remember the string that we did before the live stream ended. Oh, hey Maki. Hopefully you're doing okay. Jeff, honestly, I feel like walking and battle pass is probably actually worth getting if you want like more characters. I personally just don't care that much. That's why I don't get them. But like, if you want characters, I feel like especially walking is a very good value. Alright, so let's round this up and get our 5 Prima Gems. That's what we've been living for and waiting all this time. After 12 consecutive quests, we finally get it. I guess I'll read it for you. Thanks, I tried to persuade my brother to give the exam a go, too, but he refused no matter what I said. I've got no interest in adventures, and anyway, who'll take care of our parents if we both become adventurous? Well then, we can bring them along. We can travel the whole world together. You... Alright. You're an adventurer now, so do your best. Leave matters at home to me. But remember, don't get yourself injured and don't overtax yourself. Oh, fine, I get it. Heading out now. I've got a commission to finish. Traveler, do you mind coming with me? I've got so many things I want to ask you about, being an adventure. Alright, fine. I'll tag along, I guess. Now, let me see. This commission is... Transfer balloon escort. I hate those. They're awful. I despise them. Why do you need balloons to transport goods, goddamn? Horses were invented for a reason. Just put them on the carriage and do it that way. Alright, let's go, dude. I knew it's you, Aya. I just saw you change your name, so I didn't want to like pry to why. I recognize your avatar, and as I said, I'm not like forgetful. Like I forget things. My memory is not the greatest, but I'm not that forgetful. I remember majority of you guys. It's just sometimes, you know, the good old noggin doesn't work the way it should. But yeah. Let's see. These goddamn balloons. I hate them. I hate them with a passion. Of 1,000 suns. Just because it takes so long to get them to the point, it's like... Can you not? And you can't speed them up either. You just gotta wait.
Be still.
I'm going in! Huh? This made her a little.
By the way, how are you doing, guys? Were you up to anything fun lately? As I said myself, haven't been up to much. Just, you know, work and usual stuff. I've had a little bit more free time lately, though. So, in case, guys, you're not part of Discord, which I assume majority of you guys are, as I said before, there are gonna be streams every day this week. Not sure if there's gonna be, like, a common thing moving forward, but I've been kinda freer lately, so I do have time to hang out with you guys. And I do enjoy it, so hopefully I'll be able to stream a little bit more. Maybe not every day, but I hope to get into like a permanent schedule and stream at least 4 times a week, minimum. And maybe like start grinding a little bit more, you know, in Genshin, because I've been slacking off a little bit. And maybe even play some other games while we're at it. Just, you know, to mix it up every now and again. I'm still looking forward to like Star Rail coming out, whenever that will. I'll probably be playing a lot of that. Yeah, as I said, haven't been up to much, Jeff. Just, you know, work and game-wise, haven't played much either. Like, the last game I played, I think, was God of War, and I finished that, like, last month. And since then, I haven't been I've been slacking off on my gamer, you know, practice. Been a little bit rusty. Alright, I guess I'm in a reading mood today, so I'll read you some dialogue, guys. I hope you're into it. What's with this helpless tone? I can't do Paimon's voice, it's too high. Is that so? Nice. I'll keep working at it then. Once I've saved up enough Mora, I'll bring my brother and our parents out on a trip. My brother always wanted to travel, but I fell ill and he had to stay back to take care of me. But I'm well now, and I've even become an adventurer. When the time comes, I'll help my brother fulfill some of his dreams too. I'm struggling with doing like high voices. Because I'm still haven't recovered like completely my voice from sickness. Like I've been well lately, but it's just my voice for some reason still gone. I have been drinking like so much tea as of late. Wait, did we get an achievement? Oh yeah, we did. You see, that's what it's been all about. Those 5 Prima Gems. That's what we live for. Okay? That's what we live for. Those 5 Prima Gems gonna go a long way. I like how we complete 12 quests to just get 5 Prima Gems. Isn't that beautiful? It is what it is, I guess. Let's go collect our fruits of labor. I'm not even gonna like try to download Hoyover's games on my phone. I only play them on PC because, goddamn, they're way too much. My storage on my phone, like I have I think 50 gigs, right? And I'm pretty sure half of it is Genshin. So yeah, I'm not doing it. I don't want my phone to like die on me. So I'm just gonna play. I hope it's available on a PC. It should be, but you never know. But yeah, you better bet your sweet bottom I'm gonna play the hell out of it. Because if you didn't know, your boy is a big RPG fan. Like Final Fantasy, Persona series, like you name it. Dragon Quest, like I played a lot of RPGs and I'm a massive fan of them. So I hope Star Rail is gonna be like super fun. Because that's gonna be like one of the few games that I'm probably looking forward to, like the most.
Thank you for
It has been a while. I think ever since Genshin came out, I haven't been looking forward to a game that much. So Star Rail has a lot of expectations from me, and I hope Hoyoverse will not disappoint. Because I watched a few like trailer videos and stuff like that, and it looks good, it looks fun, but the thing is, I just don't know how it's gonna function, because it's an open world with turn-based battles. So it's either gonna be super interesting, it's gonna be like Genshin, but new, or, which I hope it's not, it's gonna be Genshin, but even more boring. Because all you can do is turn-based battles. But I hope it's not the case. And some characters in there, like I already spotted my new Zhongli in Star Rail. I'm not gonna spoil who it is, I want it to be a secret. But we might have a new contender for, you know, our family simping club, if you will. Because goddamn, some of the men there, ooh. Women are fine as well, but you know, it's all about men here. We are cultured like that. We are looking forward to the hottest men available on the market. And goddamn, we found them. Alright, let's do this. Let's see what Shen have been up to. I'm pretty sure, guys, Dainsleif is not coming anytime soon, so you can probably, you know, spend your Primogems with ease. I'm pretty sure when Dainsleif comes out, either Genshin's gonna be completely, like, on its last breath, or it's gonna be the biggest game ever again. Because Dainsleif is probably gonna be, like, the last character to be released in Genshin. Unless they're gonna release, like, Celestia characters. But I feel like Dainsleif is gonna be like the last boss that we would have to fight. Because he's like the one that's against the Abyss. And since our sister, or brother, I guess, depending on who you choose, is part of it, we're probably not gonna be on the same side for too long. It's just my hunch.
Well, will you look at that, ma'am? Nowhere left to run.
I honestly felt uncomfortable doing this scene. I don't know, just something about it just made me feel icky.
Don't worry, we're not bad guys. You give us some Mora, we give you a little info. Everybody's a winner.
Boss, I got a bad feeling about this. Look at her, the white hair, the energy she gives off. I'm telling you, there's something different about her.
So what? She's loaded. How are we ever going to repay those gambling debts if we just let money walk away from us, huh?
Well, you see, if you haven't gambled in the first place, there wouldn't be no debt. That's what every gambling addict like attitude is. You see, if we make more money and then we gamble it, we'll make that money back 10 times. It's like the never-ending loop of losing money. That's why I don't like gambling. The only gambling I partake in is gacha. Which is probably even worse when you think about it. Because at least in real gambling, you get some tangible results if you win. If you win in gacha, all you get is a momentary sense of accomplishment, which usually lasts about 5 minutes. Because I remember the first time I got my Zhongli. Oh, I was elated. Are you kidding me? I was on the 7th sky. You know how long that feeling lasted? About a day. On the second day, I was like, nice. I was still feeling good, but like that feeling was gone a lot ago. But yeah, as a gacha addict, or should I say past gacha addict, I'm proud to say that I'm not addicted anymore. Although I was a gacha addict that never spent money. on those games. Like, even if I did spend money, it was always like in little amounts. I was never like one of those people that would like waste half of their fortune on like fictional characters. Like, I know I joke around a lot about thirsting for characters, but like, I would never be one of those people that like C6 as a character in Genshin. Or R5 as a weapon for that matter. Just because I don't see a point in that. Anyway, I'll get off my high horse for a second. Let's continue with the quest.
I've already told you, I don't need your information. If you still can't grasp that, I'm happy to repeat it in a way that won't be so easy to forget.
Alright, Shanghai, hold those threats right there. I do agree, Alex. Just something about like pulling Genshin. Like, as soon as you get what you want, you just feel like, you know, after like the post-nut clarity, if you will, disappears after you like get spiritual ascension of sorts, you just feel like there's nothing left. What else is there to do? Because you got what you wanted. You know, it's all about the journey in the end. You feel like when you are seeking a character, you feel like you have a goal that you work towards. But as soon as you achieve that goal in Genshin, it's like, well, back to grind, I guess. It's like never-ending loop. You get one character, and then you feel like, well, time to grind for another one. It's never enough. You're never gonna meet a Genshin player that's gonna be like, I have everything I ever wanted. I don't want anything else. No single character. I'm done. It's not gonna be a single person like that. Because we all know, when there's one hot husband to collect, there's gonna be another. Like, when there's one Zhongli, there's gonna be a less handsome and less awesome version of him coming, probably really soon. And that's a life we all chose to live, unfortunately. It's all... we, the makers of our own hell, really, when you think about it.
Come on, man. You seem like an intelligent lady. I shouldn't have to spell this out to you.
The thing is, Alex, even those who have C6, R5, everyone, they probably still want new characters C6, R5, you know? They never... like, those people that do C6 characters, right? They're never gonna be satisfied. Even when they can one-shot every single creature within Teat with their C6 characters, they're gonna be like, well, there's a new one coming out. I should C6 them. Because, they knew. It's all like about shiny new toys, you know? When you get bored of your old toys, you look for new ones. You look for something to keep your attention going. Something that would make you, you know, feel excited to play Genshin again. That's why I prefer being free to play in Genshin, because when you actually get new characters as free to play, you kind of feel like you earned it, you know? Because you spent at least some time on grinding and getting their characters. But when you buy a character, you kind of don't feel anything towards it, because like, you didn't earn it. You just pay to win your way to the glory. And that's not the way I like to play games usually. I do Phaser, but I used to be a mini dolphin, if you will, in certain games before. Not anymore, but I used to be semi-high spender, I'd say. Because I used to spend like hundreds a month on some games. Not anymore. I quit those games long ago, but there was a time, a dark past, if you will. It's my like a protagonist dark past story, you know, that I chose to forget. But I live that life, and I don't want to go back. At least not right now.
It's not about whether you need the info or not, okay? It's about you taking out your money and handing it over and nobody getting hurt.
My first 5-star ever was actually, I think it was, believe it or not, it was Chi-Chi. Believe it or not, the first time I started playing this game, my first account ever, I got Chi-Chi, and afterwards I got Jean. And I was so elated that I got 2 5 stars in like 20 pools. I was like, damn, my luck is good. Later to realize that I got 2 healers and I had no way of actually killing anyone because I got healers. So I built the entire team out of healers until I realized that maybe I should try re-rolling. And that's when I got the man, the myth, nay the legend, Dilek. And that's when the path to glory was open towards the brighter future. That's when I started falling in love with Genshin. Because on that account, that was my first account that I used to play with my friends and girlfriend at the time. We're not together anymore, but that's a different story. And I used to play on American server. So, as some of you know, I play on EU, but I used to play on American server. And yeah, I still have the account. I think it's like AR25, and I played it for like a month straight. And it was also a good time, because that's one when I was young, when I was full of hope, and that's when I was like, you know, getting into Genshin. Nowadays, nothing surprised me in Genshin. It's very rare for me to like feel anything. But you know what? It's still a good time. I don't regret anything.
I won't.
No more excuses! You have money. I saw you.
Alright, Scar, I think you need to lay off. Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, I saw you. Strolling into Leo Lee Pavilion, ordering a table full of food, and only taking a few bites. Then seen you at kiosk, then Wanmin restaurant. Same story each time. You order all the signature dishes, take a few bites, then you're on your way again.
Alright, that sounds like a stalker situation. Leo, you gotta get a life, my man. You gotta stop watching people eat food out of nowhere. That's kinda weird.
How could you afford to be so wasteful if you weren't from a rich family? And since you're so rich, what's the loss to you in giving us a little spare change, huh?
Master warned me not to lay a hand on anyone in Liyue Harbor.
Ooh, that's when Shenhe almost loses herself. This was almost the time the Leo got destroyed.
But here we are. Perhaps... yes. Let's call it fate.
Boss, I'm telling you, something's not right.
I don't know what gave you that feeling, Brave. Was it the talismans floating around Shenhe? Because, I don't know. It probably was not the greatest giveaway, but I do understand your worries.
What are you afraid of? We're just selling information. It's not illegal. If she lays a finger on us, all the better. We'll sue her for everything she's worth.
Alright, let's get the law on those goddamn dogs.
Oh, you again.
That mask was our girl. Unbelievable. Unforgivable, honestly.
Millilith? What are the Millilith doing here? Did you do this? You ought to mind your own business. I swear.
Alright, hold yourself right there, Scar. I'll be back with you in a second. Hey there, dog. Hopefully you're doing okay. We're just chilling, you know. Catching up a little bit on the story quest for Shenhe.
Silence! How dare you threaten innocent civilians? You're coming with us.
Stop, criminal scum, in the name of the law. Just Skyrim music starts playing.
No, don't be angry, sir. Please, let me explain.
Shenhe.
Shenhe?
Shenhe indeed.
My name.
Nice.
Oh, so your name's Shenhe. Paimon's name is, well, Paimon. And this is Paimon's travel buddy.
Smooth Paimon. Indeed, one of the best introductions I ever heard.
I've heard about you two before. Thank you for helping to defuse the situation.
To be fair, I didn't do much. I just called the guards and was like, Get him, boys. That was it, really.
I could have dealt with it myself, though. I suspect smashing his head against the ground a handful of times is all it would have taken to get him to surrender.
Oof, oof. Jeez. Find a woman that talks to you like Shenhe does. Because, goddamn, getting hot and bothered here. Oh.
You can't do that. That's way too violent.
Who are you to say that, Paimon? Don't judge others. Maybe that's how she shows her emotions. That's how Shenhe expresses love, by pummeling faces into the ground.
This is Liyue Harbor. There are laws against that kind of stuff, you know.
Well, you see, Paimon, laws are made to be broken. So are the faces. And there's many of them to break out there.
Laws? No, apparently not.
Really? So how exactly have you...
Alright, I guess it's dinner time.
That would be my stomach growling. I haven't eaten enough.
Understandable.
She's so honest. Wait, that's right. They said you went around all the restaurants ordering this and that and the other, but only took a small bite of each dish. Then of course you're still hungry. So, anything in particular you're hungry for?
I would love some fried chicken right now. Are you kidding me? Some nice fried chicken. Let's go get some, Paimon. I know a good place.
Chingson, glaze lily, violet grass. These are my usuals.
Know what I had in mind? But you know, never tasted flowers before. But I guess I'll give a try once to anything.
Medicinal herbs?
Kinda hard to explain. Anyway, Boo Boo Pharmacy's not far away. Let's take Shenhe there for a big medicinal meal.
Well, you see, Jeff, what can I say? I love me some strong, powerful women. They can, you know, put me in my place. I can't argue with that.
After all, you can't work on an empty stomach. Psst. Do you think Shenhe might be an adeptus?
I don't know what gave that away, Paimon.
Liyue Harbor, and she doesn't seem to get how things work here. If she is an adeptus, that would explain everything.
Oh, wait, we're going the wrong way.
She fit it.
Jesus. Alright, Paimon, I know you give me your entire life backstory, but just give me a second. There we go, let's go from here. Has been a while since I did this quest before. I kind of forgot most of it, honestly. But I do remember Shenhe threatening to pummel everybody's face. And that's arguably the most important part of it. That everybody has to remember.
Are you here to buy some herbs? I do hope you brought your prescription.
Chingson, glaze lily, and violet grass, please. Half a pound of each.
What kind of prescription is this? Sounds more like a lunch order. Oh, here you go. That's everything we have in stock.
Thank you.
She's really eating them.
I'm not sure if it's just me, but I don't think it's a very nutritious diet. Call me crazy. But I'm pretty sure if you eat just flowers, you're probably not gonna live a very long life. I'm just saying.
My hunger has now abated. Thank you. Rather awful.
Understandable.
Though they were not completely devoid of sweet fragrance, After consuming a large quantity of them, bitterness is all that remains.
I would presume so. I mean, you essentially eating perfume. Like, I don't think it's the best meal in the world. You don't see Gordon Ramsay just serving you a plate of flowers and just saying, exquisite.
So, how come you chow down on these and barely touch the restaurant food? If Paimon had enough Mora, Paimon would go to the fanciest restaurant in town and order a whole table of food and eat it all in one go.
Because I'm not sure whether I will remain here in the future. The food of the mortal realm is most delicious, but should I return to the mountains, yearning for the food here shall only pose an obstacle to my continued spiritual development.
Shanghai is like a hidden cultivation master. Just like reaching ascension in the mountains. Just comes down every now and again for some more meat.
Sampling each dish in order to appreciate its taste is enough.
Return to the mountains. That proves it. Paimon knew she was an Adeptus.
I don't know what you're talking about, Alex. I ain't giving that creature a single penny. I think I have like 10 million. I'm not giving a single Mora to her. She can get her own.
Enough about me. What are your plans from here?
Oh, right! Paimon almost forgot! We came out to take part in the Rebuild the Jade Chamber competition! And now we're probably super behind because we've been held up for so long.
I see. I heard something about the contest when I was passing by.
Yep! You get to ask Ningguang any question you want if you win! Were you interested in the contest too, Shenhe?
I came for the rebuilding of the Jade Chamber, but until this point I had no intention of joining a contest. However, you have shown me your kindness, and I would now like to lend you my assistance. Oh, don't worry. I ask for nothing in return.
Wow! You really don't have to. But having an Adeptus help out will make things a whole lot easier, so...
Paimon's a true opportunistic creature. Never lets a business opportunity slip by. Honestly, I'm surprised Ningguang didn't steal Paimon from us, cause goddamn, Paimon would be like the best stockbroker in existence. She would just like sell water to a drowning man.
Then let's not delay. I have a plan.
Great! Paimon bets this is gonna be the awesomest plan ever!
I am not sure whether or to what extent this plan can be classified as awesome. I do, however, believe it will be highly effective. We simply need to dispose of everyone who is currently ahead of us. Then, we alone shall become the victors.
Honestly, a solid plan. I'm into it. Because you see, why compete? Why have competition? When, if there's no competition, you automatically become the victor. Because if there's nobody to compete with you, you obviously will always win. Solid advice, honestly, from Shenhe. So remember, guys, whenever you compete with someone, just get rid of your enemies. Just like, you know, lock them somewhere in the closet and just let them out when competition ends. Just be the only one to compete. That's the easiest way to win. Some good advice right there.
Vito! That is not acceptable! Not by a long shot!
Oh, come on, Paimon. Don't be such a prude.
Really? But I hear that competition is in essence about conflict and one-upmanship.
I guess you could say that.
Look, we want to win this competition fair and square, okay?
Speak for yourself, Paimon. Victory above all. If we gotta get our hands dirty, then it is what it is. I'm ready.
Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils. Let's start at the top of the list and work down. So, for Plustrite...
I was wondering who I could hear arguing over there. So, it's you.
Baiju? What are you doing out here?
Sneaking around. I'm sorry? You know what, I'm not. I don't make puns often, but goddamn when I do, I do.
Lady Ningguang wishes to purchase a large batch of wound dressing. We're running low at the store, so I came out to fetch the ingredients personally.
Oh, no worries, Zach. Have a good one. I hope your test goes well. Just remember, don't stress about it, and go with a clear mind.
Huh? How come Lady Ningguang needs so much wound dressing all of a sudden?
I'm not too sure. I did hear she's looking to rebuild the Jade Chamber. Maybe for its first aid on site? I didn't ask, though. Far be it from me to pry into my customers' personal affairs.
I like Baizo's voice a lot. It just sounds so pompous. Just makes me laugh for some reason.
Oh, and she also borrowed Chi-Chi. Meaning Boo Boo Pharmacy is very short-handed right now. I don't suppose any of you are looking for part-time work by any chance?
I'll just put Paimon behind the counter. I mean, they're probably the exact same height with Chi-Chi. So there's gotta be a perfect match.
No, we've got other stuff to do. While you're here though, you seem to know a lot. Have you ever heard of something called Sunset Vermilionite?
Ah, the variety of plostrite used in the Jade Chamber, yes? There is some mention of it in the Seven Mountain Treatises. When activated, Sunset Vermilionite rises up all the way into the clouds. It's very rare indeed. As far as the records show, virtually all Sunset Vermilionite in existence has been mined and taken possession of. But the Feiyun Commerce Guild would know far more about this than I do.
Okay then, let's go ask at the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Thanks, Baiju.
You're quite welcome. Good luck to you all. And if there's anything further you need from me, just come to the Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Alright, Snake Man. I'll take your word for it. Let's see. Who else do we need to sneak around? Honestly, now that we're done with Baizo, I'm kind of considering going with Shenha's plan. Sounds a little bit more efficient to me.
Master Xingqiu, thank goodness you're finally back.
Oh? Why do I detect an urgency in your voice?
The guild has had a whole string of strange orders in recently. Everyone's been completely caught off guard. Your father gave me specific instructions to ask you to stay and help out if I happen to see you.
I see. Have someone sort the orders by type for now. I'll deal with them myself shortly.
Oh, how wonderful. Thank you, Master. With you on the job, I can breathe a sigh of relief.
Hey, Xingqiu! Glad you're here. We want to ask you for some information.
Traveler, Paimon, please wait a moment. Shu, I need to entertain some guests. Please continue with your work for the time being, and we'll discuss the matter of the guild's orders in more detail later on.
Understood, Master Xingqiu. Then I will leave you in peace.
I wasn't counting on finding you here today. What's going on? And how, pray tell, may I be of service?
We need a lot of money, Xingqiu. I don't know how to tell you this, but we gotta rebuild the Jade Chamber, and you know, the construction materials are not cheap. So, I have a business offer for you. How about we make a trade?
Xingqiu, have you ever heard of Sunset Vermilionite?
Oh, I see. So you've entered Lady Ningguang's contest as well.
Indeed so.
As well? Do you mean...
The truth is, the Feiyun Commerce Guild is in possession of some Sunset Vermilionite, but only one piece. We are holding it on behalf of someone who has asked us to put it up for auction, and a lot of interested parties have already come to us inquiring about the price. At the end of the day, it all comes down to supply and demand. In this case, I'm guessing the final transaction price may be in excess of 500 million mora.
How much did you say? God damn, I think we're in the wrong business, guys. I'm pretty sure we can get retirement money by finding some. Are you kidding me? I know we like out for Ningguang's question and all, but we all know how it's gonna end. So I suggest, Xingqiu, I'll find you some, and we split the money, 90-10. You obviously get 10. Because goddamn, if 500 million more is what gets you for a little rock, then I'll find you the biggest one there is.
500 million?
That's about what I saw, Paimon. For once, I agree with you.
I would recommend that you don't bother bidding on this one. The price is greatly inflated, and it's just not worth it.
But without any sunset vermilionite...
Don't panic. I don't suppose you ever heard of Sea Gazer?
Who?
Exactly my thoughts. I honestly forgot who that is.
Well, Sea Gazer was once very close to Mountain Shaper, but if I am not mistaken, he has already passed away.
Yes, precisely. I didn't know anyone else knew about him. According to records of drifting clouds, Sea Gazer once built an abode to store his rarest and most exquisite treasures, among which was some sunset vermilionite. After Sea Gazer passed, the abode was abandoned, and its location was lost to time. Luckily, I came into possession of a stack of folk history books just recently. They make some oblique references to this lost abode, and after cross-referencing them against each other, I'm now fairly certain that it is situated in the Lisha area.
That's great! But is it really okay for us to just go and take his treasure?
It's called treasure hunting, Paimon. First come, first serve.
Wouldn't it be a little, disrespectful? With him being an adeptus?
I mean, a little grave robbing never hurt anyone. I'm pretty sure it worked out great for everyone else who did it. I've seen the mummy, okay? I know how it goes. And, my chances are looking pretty good.
You needn't worry. As far as I understand, Sea Gazer was very open-minded. Even while he was alive, he wouldn't have let something like this bother him.
Open-minded? I have not heard of Sea Gazer being described in this way before. May I ask where you read that?
Well, you see, Kakiguchi, the curses are a thing. And, I don't think you would like to be cursed by some unknown Adeptus God type deity. That sounds honestly like a very bad time. And hi there, by the way. I hope you're doing okay.
Just a rumor I heard out in the mountains. Alright then, let's go.
There's something about this young lady that reminds me of a good friend of mine. Oh, I almost forgot. Adepti abodes tend to have very ingenious designs, especially when it comes to their defense mechanisms. Plus, it's likely to be crawling with monsters after being abandoned for so long. So please, be very careful.
Okay, we will be. Thanks, Xingqiu.
Alright, time to go rob some graves. Honestly, the age in Genshin is the most ambiguous thing ever. Because you have somebody like Chi-Chi that's probably hundreds of years old. And then you have Aether, who looks like he's 15 as well, but he's probably thousands of years old as well. So age in this game is just a number, really. It's like there for decoration more than anything.
This place was hidden using a special Adepti art. But now that I have removed it, we can inspect the area more closely.
Wow, that's amazing! Yep, let's take another look around. Hey, look! Is that a new Sealy over there?
I'm not sure following a dead spirit is a good idea, but you know what? If that's what it takes to get some treasures in our hands, I guess even disturbing the dead wouldn't be that bad of a thing.
The Sealy got to here and then disappeared. Should we go over and take a look?
Sounds like a bad idea, but you know what? I guess we're already here. So might as well.
Weren't we at a waterfall just now? How did we suddenly end up here? Oh, so many clouds. It feels like we're high up in the sky.
You do have a point there. Casper is a peculiar case, indeed.
I believe this is the abode of that Adeptus. With any luck, the sunset vermilionite we're looking for should be in here.
Where's the Ghostbusters when you need them? That's a real question here.
Really? Let Paimon see. Huh? Isn't that the Sealy from before? Look, it's gone and snuck beneath the clouds. And now that Paimon takes a closer look, the rocks and trees here don't seem complete. Oh, could there be something below the clouds?
These are not real clouds. They are the product of an Adepti art used for spatial partitioning. If we want to go down, we must first destroy the mechanism that is maintaining the Adepti art.
All right, then let's do it.
I sense the presence of monsters in this place. I don't know where they are hiding, so we'd better be careful.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna one-shot them anyway, so not much of a threat there. If anything, I think we are the threat here.
Shine down!
Kamisato art. Suiyu, be still.
Illusion shattered!
I do remember you need to, like... Ooh. Ah, right. We would need to defend it later. I thought there was, like, a boss fight going on. That sounds like a tedious task, but I wish you luck, Raiden.
Shine down!
I've been there, definitely. I've done rerolling for Zhongli when he was having his second re-release, and I think it took me like 150 tries. So yeah, rerolling is very bothersome task, if you will.
Illusion shattered!
Committed to memory.
Times like this, I wish I had my Zhongli. He would have made such quick work of these stones. It is what it is. Let's see with the other two. I think you need to jump on that one somehow. I don't remember exactly how. It's been ages since I did this quest. There we go. Alright. Probably could have done that a little bit in a smarter way, but it's alright. I think there was like a hidden chest somewhere here as well, if I'm not mistaken. almost fell off. It's not very good. I think it's over there. No? Should be there now. Oh, right. It was a little bit of a current. There we go. Alright, time to defend the statue, I guess.
It appears that we've been taken for intruders. This time, why not allow me to take care of this?
Fair enough.
Everybody stand back! Let's look!
Be still. Back.
This may turn a little.
Unleash! By ordinance divine, obey!
Ooh. I never actually played with Shenhe before. Well, except for this quest, obviously. Well, it's quite interesting. I kind of like her. I actually haven't played with cryo characters at all that much, really. Like, I do have Ganyu, I guess, on my main account, if you will. And I think she's still level 1. So does that tell us something?
Whoa! We're gonna fall! Is everyone okay? Look!
Alright, Genshin.
Here beneath the cliff!
Making my rating jump to death.
It looks like we need to go further down. But before that, let's destroy the guard mechanisms on this level first.
I don't mind slimes as much, honestly. My most annoying enemy that I dislike personally is Abyss Mages. Just because they're annoying. I don't really mind. I guess Abyss Heralds is another one. Like, anyone who has shield is just annoying. And the only slimes that are annoying, I think, are Cryo and Geo ones. Every other one is fine.
Mind the deluge.
Oh, forgot my rating go yeeted
Unleash!
out of existence. There we go.
Commit it to memory.
I guess might as well play a little bit with Shenhe while we have her.
Obey!
Be still.
Nope. Not today. Like, see, that's what I mean. Anyone who has, like, a shield, especially a Geo shield,
This may turn a little.
is super annoying to me.
Make yourselves at home. Grow, grow, grow.
Do your master's bidding! Let's light it up!
There we go. That's better.
Kamisato. Sweet.
Oh, hey, Greg. Hopefully you're doing okay. Yeah, I definitely agree with Gucci. Abyss Heralds is probably the worst thing that ever happened to Genshin. Not the first anniversary as some people may think, it's Abyss Heralds. They were truly the downfall of Genshin whenever they go introduced, because goddamn, they're the most annoying creatures to have existed.
We're gonna fall. This time, we're really gonna fall.
Oh, don't panic, Pamela. It's gonna be alright.
Luckily, there was a pool of water at the bottom. Otherwise, that could have ended very differently.
Ooh, a chest. Don't mind if I do.
That Sealy's on the move again. Let's catch up with it.
A room good. Fair enough. I think there's just one here, so it should be fine. I always kind of wondered, what kind of security measures is this? Like, you can literally walk past it. Who is this gonna stop? A snail? Like, whoever invented these, which I assume is Canria, they really did a miscalculation here on how humans walk, if anything. Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect rating to actually get deleted like that. Because I thought there's going to be something underground. But this time they had mercy. The Genshin gods decided not to troll me yet again. Anything here? Nope. Alright. Could probably squeeze. No. I thought I could squeeze in there. Maybe. Well, that's alright. Alright, can move this. Maybe here? Yeah, doesn't look like it says more chests, so it should be alright. Anything in here? Any hidden secrets? Any secretive secrets? Doesn't look like it. Alright.
Let's light it up.
Right, Bennett, I need your healing powers. I mean, Ayato is water incarnate, so he probably just made a pool of water. Just hide his servants. Before time, he like predicted it with his almighty gaze. And just made his servants fill up the entire ground with water. Perfect plan. For a perfect man. It is what it is. Because as we all know, Ayato knows everything that ever gonna happen. That man never acts surprised, no matter what happens.
Illusion shattered. Unleash.
This might hurt a little.
Let's get our burst for Bennett going. Unless... Nah, it doesn't actually fill Nah, that's a bit of a shame. Oh well.
The depths beckon.
Shine down.
Commit it to memory. Make yourself at home.
Obey. Cryo incarnate. Manifest. Teamwork is dreamwork.
That was a quick work. I like that. Ayato and Shanghai actually worked pretty well. A little freeze combo going on.
Unleash.
Cascade.
There is no escape. Obey. Inazuma shines eternal. Erase.
Nope, nope. Nope. My poor Raiden just can't catch a break. She gets decimated by everyone.
By ordinance divine. Unleash. I'm going in.
Ooh.
Let's remind the deluge.
Shine down.
still.
I mean, being Arcan is tough. You gotta make your bread somehow. She only works as a part-time consultant. Venti works as a bard. I'm pretty sure Nahida is a child, so she probably gets monetary support from somewhere. And you know, Raiden is a full-time need, so sometimes she gotta get out there from her room and actually make money to supply her addiction of Dunga milk. Pretty sad stuff, but you know, it is what it is. Oh, hey Savik. Hopefully you're doing okay.
Look, over there! Could that be the Sunset Vermilionite?
Damn, that's a big boy. How much money do you think guys would get from this one? I mean, the small rock was costing like 500 million. I'm pretty sure we can rock up a few billies for this one. Just retire completely. Pretty nice place. Nice chill getaway, I guess. Alright, let's see what this is all about.
Is this it? Is this the Sunset Vermilionite?
I mean, the only thing we're missing is map, you know? Like, if Paimon gets a map, it's over, guys. The Genshin just gonna become full-time exploration quest. Can you point out where Leeway is on the map? And it's like 3 question marks. Is it here on the left? Or could it be on the right? Or perhaps is it in the middle?
It's so huge!
I mean, it's not far away from there, let's be honest here.
That's true, but then again, why isn't it floating?
Prostrate doesn't float until it's activated. It may look different from most ordinary stones, but it weighs around the same amount. Only after being activated does Prostrate reveal its true nature, breaking free from the shackles of the mortal realm and ascending up into the heavens.
Wow, Shenhe, you seem to know everything about this.
I mean, that's what it's all about. I mean, literally not too long ago, Kaguchi, we had to go through 12 sequence quest in Mondstadt. You know, the one where you need to, like, make the ill sister of a Fontaine robbing dude. You need to go through, like, 12 quests in order to get 2 achievements that equates to 10 Prima Gems. So, you know, Genshin is pretty generous, if anything. Pays you for your work quite well.
Only because my master is fond of chatting about these things. The moment she has some time to spare, she'll come straight for me and start telling story after story. I don't care for her stories most of the time. I certainly didn't expect them to ever come in handy like this.
Hold on a sec. Paimon just realized something. If we activate it here, there's no way we'll be able to get it back to the site, right? Heck, we'll be dragged up into the sky too! But if we don't activate it, how else are we gonna lift it? This rock must weigh well over 1,000 pounds, surely!
Well, let me introduce you to Shenhe, the She-Hulk herself.
Don't worry, I can handle the weight quite easily.
It's revealed Shenhe bench presses rocks like this for fun.
Are you sure? Be careful.
Please don't worry. I'm well aware that a Prostrate sample this large must be highly valuable. I will be gentle with it and make sure it does not get damaged.
I mean, Shenhe definitely does squats. I mean, it's quite evident.
My safety.
That's right! Paimon's sure you can handle it and everything, but if something this heavy lands on you, you're gonna get yourself hurt, no matter who you are. You gotta be extra careful when lifting heavy objects. It's just common sense.
It's all in the legs, guys. You just gotta lift it with your legs and you're gonna be fine.
it now. Well then, thank you.
Always remember, not with your back, with your legs.
I'll go on ahead with the Plostrite. Let's meet at the building site later.
How is Shenhe able to carry that huge rock all by herself?
Ooh, we got White Tussle.
Super strength.
Nice.
We can't slow down yet. Let's go meet her at the building site.
Probably the best 3-star weapon. Right there. Zhao's favorite. If you are poor, White Tassel is your best friend when you have Zhao. Which is 90% of us, unfortunately. Not everyone can afford Jade Wing Spear. We're out here hustling. I mean, that's a pretty effective way of getting those gains, you know? Just lifting up mountains for fun. How do you think Goku got so swole? That man lifts up mountains for fun, and so does Shenhe.
Oh my god, I can't believe my eyes.
How can she lift that massive rock all by herself? She's gotta be one of those Adepti, surely.
Oh, mighty Adeptus, please give me your blessing so that in the coming year I may reap a more bountiful salary.
This is top tier in size and quality, and the condition it's in is quite simply immaculate. Congratulations, this item is approved for submission. I'm going to award you full marks for the Sunset Vermilionite item. May I take your name?
That is true. You do have a point there. That man... I'm pretty sure he would fight the planet if he could. He would just like rock up to random planet and just challenge it to a casual duel.
My name isn't important. I'm not even here to compete.
That is a fair point, Savik. Timmy is like the hidden boss of it all. Pretty sure the final villain just gets born. The first time you cross Timmy's path, the first time you dare to scare his pigeons away, he's been harboring ill intention ever since, making the plans behind the scenes like Aizen. He has all your life figured out already. Just making plans behind the scenes, and in the end of it all, we realize that Timmy was a hidden god himself.
I was just delivering this for some other people. They should be here any minute now.
Shenhe and Ningguang's little helper.
Ah, so you're the ones behind this. No wonder. The rarest talent turns in the rarest Plostrite specimen. But I have to correct you on one point. It's not helper, it's secretary.
Okay then, Miss Secretary, what do you think of the rock we found? Pretty amazing, right?
In truth, it is the finest piece of Plostrite we have received so far.
Yeah, sure. If you are on the U server, Suraj, if you are on the U server, I can definitely check out U Gobbly if you would like. I'm not the most knowledgeable person out there, but I definitely can spot if it's good or not. So, if you want to casually flex on me, I'm definitely gonna hold it against you, but you know what? I'll allow you to do it.
If everything goes according to plan, we will use this piece in the foundation of the Jade Chamber, which will enable us to proceed to the next stage of construction.
Oh, it's alright, no worries. I mean, you can tell me the stats if you want my opinion on it. I can tell you. This probably would be the best way of approaching it, if you actually want advice on it. But I'd say, usually, like the general rule of thumb, there's some exceptions, but usually you want for goblets, elemental damage as a main piece, unless you're doing somebody with physical damage, There are a few of those. It like I guess if you're building Zhongli, for example, as a physical DPS, that could be a good one. But overall, I'd say elemental damage is a good sure way to go. Some have exceptions, like Raging Shogun. She sometimes uses ER as Goblet, or like even tags, some people do. But usually you want to go for about 30 crit value, unless you're not doing main DPS, because then you want to go for maybe energy recharge or even elemental mastery. But usually if you do build a DPS, 30 crit value, so the way you calculate it, for every crit damage, you want 1 crit rate. And basically 1 crit rate is like 1 crit value. No. 1 crit rate is 2 crit value, and crit damage is 1 crit value, I think. If I don't remember wrong. So yeah, basically that's how you calculate it, I think. And you want at least 30. Usually. Some people will tell you 40, but that's only for people who actually play this game with addiction in mind. Just go for like basic stuff.
As a side note, Lady Ningguang has rented some dwellings in the nearby area to serve as accommodations for the contestants. If you need a place to rest, you are welcome to stay there.
I mean, that's a pretty good one right there. Hydro damage? I mean, if you have Iota, goddamn, that's a good one. What piece is it from? Is it like actual Hydra set? Because if it is, then it's a good one. Even if it's offset, it's still good.
Now, please excuse me. As you can see, there is still a lot of work to do on the building site.
Tenacity? I mean, still is a good one to keep. As I said, if you have somebody like Yelan or somebody like Iota, even Xingqiu is probably gonna be good with it. Just like put on any of those, and it's also gonna slap pretty hard.
Shenhua! Just now on the way over, pretty much everyone was singing your praises!
Oh, really?
Yeah, and if you like don't have any crit rate good artifacts, just go for like crit rate circlet, and you're gonna be fine.
What kind of reaction is that? So strange. Aren't you happy about it?
I mean, Yelan do be doing big damage, so main DPS Yelan? I think so.
Whenever Paimon gets praised, Paimon can't help but hold their head up high and break into a big smug smile.
I think the best goblet I ever got was from Lava Walker, and it's on my D-Luck. And goddamn, that one is good, because I think I got 45 crit value on that one. And it's probably my best goblet I ever got. I think it was like 12% crit rate and 20-something crit damage. So it was good. And I think it also has some attack on it and elemental mastery, so some good stuff. As I said, my goblet luck is goddamn awful. I never get good goblets. Anything else, I'm cool with. But goblets is my bane. I never get good ones.
I've had similar compliments before. They call me an Adeptus, treat me with great deference and respect, as if I'm set apart from the common folk.
Yeah, 'cause that's how Adepti are. At least the ones we've met are pretty unique and reclusive, too. Way different than normal people.
But I am not...
Shenhua?
I'm fine. I've been exerting myself quite a lot ever since we set foot in that abode. I'm just a little fatigued.
Well, Byron said that there there are some makeshift hotels we can use, right? Let's go check in and take a rest.
No need. I simply need to find myself a secluded place in the wilderness to sit and meditate in silence.
That is true. I mean, I usually don't roll like one good substat type artifacts. I always save up like a bunch of artifacts that have crit damage and crit rate on them and just roll them all together. And once in a while, you know, you get that good one with about 40% crit value and you're like, yes, nice. It doesn't happen often, but when it does, it just hits different.
You can't do that. It's dangerous out in the wild on your own.
I always had like the greatest luck with like feathers and flowers. Like for some reason, feathers and flowers are just like effortless for me. I always get like easily above 30. Like not even trying. Like I rolled, I think, maybe 10 flowers and 10 feathers on my account that have like over 40 crit value. And I think I only have like 4 sands with that. And maybe like 2 circlets. And I think 1 goblet only. So yeah. For some reason feathers and flowers are just like good to me.
When you're hungry, you go eat something tasty. And when you're tired, you go lie down in a nice, comfy bed. Alright? Seriously, don't punish yourself like this.
Okay. If you insist.
Great! Now we're talking. Let's head to our hotel.
Kind of been zoning out for half of the quest. Just be chilling to the music.
Hi there. Checking in, are we? You're just in time. We only have 2 rooms left. Since this was chosen as the building site for the new Jade Chamber, we've had a constant stream of people in this area. And not just workers either. Visitors, business people, tea sellers, all sorts.
Tea sellers, you say? Do tell me more.
So, business is booming for me today. Very few vacancies. You're lucky you got here when you did. One of your rooms is still being cleaned. I guess it should be ready within the hour. The other room is just at the door on the left. Here are your keys. All right. Hope you enjoy your stay. Please excuse me, I'll leave you to it.
Shenhe, you should go get some rest. We'll hang around outside until the other room's ready. Hyman's gonna go see if there's anything good to eat around here. Hyman couldn't help but notice one of the guests walk in with a huge grilled chicken drumstick before.
Ooh, I would love a nice chicken drumstick right now. Ooh, that sounds nice.
Let's buy one for Shenhe too. She can have it as a midnight snack. Or save it for breakfast tomorrow.
All right. I will head to my room for now. If you need anything, don't hesitate to disturb me. I'm a light sleeper. I will hear if you knock on the door. See you tomorrow.
I feel like it's a very bad idea to wake up Shenhe in the middle of the night.
What's she doing here?
Because I don't know about you guys, but I kind of like my face the way it is. And I feel like that as soon as I wake her up, she'll probably rearrange it in a way that I'm not going to enjoy.
Let's go and say hi.
I mean, yeah, when you look at Shenhe's, like, just take a moment. Shenhe has, like, one of the greatest outfits in Genshin period. Like, look at the details. Like, all the, like, different markings and the, like, even her hair, like, accessories. Like, Shenhe got drip, okay? I think the only one that comes close is my boy Ita, because look at that. My boy Ita is, like, fully dripped out as well. Like, all the other characters, not to, like, throw shade on my boy, But like Zhongli in comparison, he looks... Zhongli is like all business.
I remember.
All business, no casual whatsoever. But Shanghai is like mixed between casual and business. So is Ito. I still think those two are like the hypest drip in Genshin. And nobody is even close, honestly. Oh hey Liz, I haven't seen you. Were you lurking, or did I just miss you? Sorry if I missed you. Hey there.
One trusts you have met Shen-He. So, are you getting along quite well?
The thing is, Savik, Aloy doesn't count. Aloy is not part of this world. She will see Sakai in here. That doesn't count.
So far, so good. Yeah. So, you know Shenhua too, Cloud Retainer?
That is a very good comparison, Kakiguchi. I never thought about that way. But you are correct.
Naturally. Save for Ganyu, who spends the majority of her time in Liyue Harbor. All the Adepti living today are acquainted with Shen-He to some degree.
Cool. So, what's her Adeptus name anyway? Calling her Shenhua feels kind of friendly, but also kind of disrespectful. So Paimon's thinking maybe it'd be better if we called her by her Adeptus name instead.
Her Adeptus name? Why, pray tell, would Shen-He have an Adeptus name?
Don't all Adepti have a special title they go by?
On this latter point, you are correct. However, Shen-He is human.
A very destructive human that can probably wipe out entire Liyue if she felt like it. But human nonetheless.
Oh, right. Wait, what? What? You knew already? So is Paimon the only one who didn't know?
Do you mean to say that she presents differently from ordinary human beings?
Well, to start with, her problem-solving methods are extremely direct.
I don't know what gave that away, Paimon. Just because Shanghai tries to solve all her problems by smashing people's faces inside the ground? I don't know if that's necessarily direct. But you know, I guess some may say it's a little bit extreme.
Ah, yes. She was like this all those years ago when one first met her. In this respect, she has not changed.
I still remember the first time she smashed her first human's face into the ground. Oh, it was glorious. I took a picture even. Just started reminiscing.
One first found Shen-He by chance in a cave. One was passing by and sensed the presence of a god's remains. Being of an ever-vigilant disposition, one entered immediately to inspect the scene.
Honestly, probably the best way to approach any difficulty. Like, go fist first. Because at the end of the day, your head might fail you, but your fists will always prove to be useful.
Inside was Shen-He, then aged around 6 years old. In her hand, she held a dagger with which she was confronting a monster that was the god's remains incarnate.
That sounds so dangerous.
When one arrived, she had already been locked in confrontation with this monster for several days. Most mortal children are fragile, both physically and mentally, and are highly reliant on their parents for survival. But not so her.
I mean... Liz, you gave me a mixed vibes there for a second. I was about to say. Oh, jeez. I mean, as I said before, when in doubt, throw those hands around. That's words to live by.
That she was able to endure such terrible danger was due not only to her strong willpower, but also to the bloodlust and homicidal instinct with which she was born. One dealt with the monster, yet she still refused to lower her guard. She even pointed her dagger in one's direction and remained ready to strike. Only after she was satisfied that one had no intention to cause her harm did she finally relent. She then passed out without uttering a single word.
I just remember the gif from Sherlock of discombobulation. I just imagine like two guys just doing it to each other over and over again until just one passes out. Robert Downey Jr. killed that role, honestly. It still cracks me up whenever I see it in my timeline every now and again.
In other words, if you hadn't passed by that day, Shenhe might have...
Not necessarily. Upon one's arrival, one could sense that the god's wrath was gradually receding. Even had the stalemate continued, one suspects that Shenhe may have still emerged the victor of the confrontation.
That's still so dangerous, though. Why was a tiny little kid battling against the wrath of a god in the first place?
I mean, why not, Paimon? At the end of the day, if we learned anything, fists can overpower anything. Even the power of friendship in certain cases. Because when you punch somebody's face, you know, there's only so much power of friendship they can garner before they, like, pass out.
Alas, the mortal world is rife with suffering of every kind. And she had experienced her fair share of this, even at a tender age. Seeing that she was homeless, one decided to adopt her.
Oh, that's sweet.
Indeed, it is one to whom she refers. Shenhe has an extraordinary constitution, making her well adapted to practicing the Adepti arts. All the Adepti cherished her talents, and so we were willing to train her.
I don't think that's a fair comparison, because, like, one is a pyromaniac that blows up anything in her past, and the other one is a homicidal maniac that smashes everything in her past. So when you think about it, on the surface they are the same. But when you really dive deep, they are quite different. That's a food for thought right there.
However, her homicidal urges did not subside with age. Rather, they grew stronger day by day.
I mean, how else do you think Liz men make friendship? We obviously punch each other until one of us passes out, and whoever is victorious in the end becomes like the older brother. And that's how you form the true brotherhood of it all. That's how we decide between men. It's a little secret for you right there. The stronger the fist, the stronger the friendship. So the less teeth you have by the end of the confrontation, the longer you will remain friends. That's how it is, really.
Mooncarver once performed a divination for her. He declared that her fate is to bear the curse of calamity. Consumed by malevolent energy, she is prone to bring harm to those around her. Such is the magnitude of the danger this poses, that her soul must be bound with red ropes to keep her homicidal instinct at bay. The red ropes have indeed served to keep her calmer and more content. They also seem to have rendered her somewhat inexpressive. Perhaps the red ropes are so powerful that they have suppressed some of her other emotions as well.
Ooh. No, look.
It is only by fate that people's paths may cross. Now that Shenhe's path has crossed with yours, please be sure to treasure the gift that fate has given you. And take good care of her.
Oh, now Paimon gets it. You came out here to check up on Shenhua because you were worried about her, didn't you?
Huh. You dare draw such a facile conclusion on the nature of one's present excursion? Incorrect. The truth is that while Liyue Harbor may seem peaceful today, danger is always lurking in the shadows.
That's the most roundabout way of saying yes.
Ningguang once made a bold assertion that this is to be the era of the contract between Liyue and the humans. Well, one is most curious to observe how she will respond to the coming storm.
No, yeah, Liz. I think we're gonna do our little book club gathering probably on the weekend when probably you guys have a little bit more time. I just didn't feel like it would be fair for you guys if I did it on a weekday, because I know that most of you are probably busy. I don't feel like on a weekend we can just all gather together and spend like a few hours just, you know, cozy it up and reading manga. I think that would be probably the best way of approaching it. I wanted to do it last weekend, but unfortunately I was a little bit preoccupied, so wasn't able to. But we'll definitely probably do it on either Saturday or Sunday, I'd say.
If she handles it admirably, one is willing to be a witness to her achievements. But if she does not, the Adepti shall not hesitate to seize control. Let us conclude our conversation here for today. One has occupied enough of your time, and night is approaching. Be sure to get ample rest.
So, Shenhua isn't an Adeptus after all. She just grew up around the Adepti. Oh, no wonder she doesn't like being treated as an Adeptus.
I guess we'll listen to this.
Everyone falling over themselves to show their respect all the time must be kind of hard to deal with.
Kind of doubt it's anything interesting, but you know, you never know. Sometimes, I know it's rare, sometimes Paimon actually does say something interesting. It doesn't happen often, but when it does, it's a bit of a surprise for everyone involved. Because Paimon is like one weird friend that most of the time just like the most annoying person ever, but just once in a while, for whatever reason, just speaks something that just shocks everyone, like just give you like the best advice possible, and just straight up turn back into annoyance. I had people like that in my life, and goddamn, it's always a 50-50 situation with them. Rewinded far. Ooh. Clocks are hard, guys. That is true. You never know what Paimon you're gonna get today. It could be a sage Paimon that's gonna speak some truth, or it could be a 5-year-old Paimon that probably will just annoy you. So you know, it is what it is.
Master has relayed my situation to you, I take it.
Oh? How did you know?
I'd intended to wait until you came back before going to sleep, but I didn't hear you come in. I was worried that something may have happened to you, so I went outside to check and caught sight of my master. On top of this, you have been acting very strangely around me this morning, causing me to suspect that my master must have told you everything about me. After all, Master is very talkative.
You could say that again.
Sorry, Shenhua. Paimon had you down as an Adeptus this whole time, but it turns out Paimon was wrong.
You're just abnormally strong, and Paimon is honestly shocked about that.
It's okay. I don't mind. The fault is mine for not explaining everything to you sooner. because in my experience, trying to explain is a futile pursuit. Still, though you mistook me for an Adeptus, you never treated me as distant and unapproachable. Instead, you treated me as you would a friend. For this, I am very grateful indeed.
Oh, that's kind of sweet.
To be fair, we've met our fair share of real Adepti, too.
On a side note, guys, did you ever notice that Shenha's eyes are the exact same eyes as the protagonist of Star Rail? Think about that. So, Shenha alien confirmed. That's all I'm saying.
Anyway, now it's settled. From now on, you're our friend. Whether you're an Adeptus or a human isn't the important thing. First and foremost, we're just plain old friends.
Got it. Although I don't know quite what it entails in terms of what I have to do, I must say I like the title Friend very much indeed.
Great! Well, now that we're all rested up, we should start searching for the other 2 items on the list. But before we do that, let's go to the building site and ask Ningguang's little helper how the progress is going. After all, Sunset Vermilionite is so rare. Paimon doubts many competitors will really be able to find any. If it turns out some of them have given up already, we'll be able to take things a little more slowly. Oh, and another thing. We bought some grilled chicken drumsticks on the way back last night. There was a place just outside. Here's one for you, Shenhua. Try it! They're so good.
I concur. It has a rich flavor, far more agreeable than those I've cooked for myself in the wilderness in the past.
Grilled chicken? Ooh, that sounds nice. Like, I don't eat meat too often, but when I do, oh, I do like me some grilled meat. It's the best way to enjoy it, honestly. Made me hungry over here.
Look! The Jade Chamber is floating into the sky!
I mean, kind of depends who you like, really. Because, like, I feel like you should do cosplay of the character that you feel the most attached to, even if you don't really look like them. Because, for example, I kind of look like Zhongli, but I want to cosplay Ito, right? Just because I feel like Ito has a personality that suits me and kind of resembles me the most. Because I'm not as cool as Zhongli. I wish I was. I just kind of look like him. If I was even half as cool as Zhongli, life would have been so much easier. But unfortunately, I'm a little bit of a simpleton like Ito, but in a good way.
But it seems to be tied down by something.
That's because it's not finished.
But if you ask my opinion in general, personally, I feel like Eula cosplays are kind of nice. Because Eula has the best backstory. I'm gonna stand by that. Eula has the best backstory out of any female character. Plus, I like her as a character as well. She's kind of nice.
Hey, Byron! And hey! People Paimon doesn't know?
Although, just between you and me, the biggest crush I have personally on a female character is, as you all know, is probably Dea. Just because something about that woman is, oof. As I said, Beidou, Shenhe, and Dea. Strong, powerful women. Oh, you kidding me?
Given the enormous scale of the Jade Chamber, we split the construction work into 2 phases to make sure the structure remains balanced. Before we find some suitable plastrite, we build the Jade Chamber's keel at ground level.
Because, like, whenever it comes to female characters, the looks are not the first thing I'm looking for. When it comes to female characters, I'm looking for personality first and foremost, because, like, I feel like looks is secondary when it comes to female characters, because, like, you can make a good-looking female character easily, but it's much harder to make a female character that is likable, and it's kind of, like, has depth to it. And I feel like Eula is, like, one of those characters. So is Daya, really. I think both of them are kind of on that level.
Once the plastrite is ready, we place it into the keel and let the partially constructed Jade Chamber rise up to the height of the surrounding mountain peaks. The remainder of the construction work is then carried out at that altitude. Once everything is ready, we release the iron tethers and allow the Jade Chamber to rise to its target altitude.
Miss Bywin, we've brought some new materials to submit.
One moment, I'll be right there. The construction work has only been able to progress this rapidly thanks to the plastrite provided by you. Lady Ningguang is most grateful and looks forward to seeing more of your work.
Alright, fair enough.
Wow, can't believe you sourced the plastrite so quickly. It's the key piece of the puzzle. Looks like you beat us to the punch. Wait, I know you. You're the one who fought against the Vatuian Osile, right? Oh, sure enough, your reputation precedes you. Pleased to meet you. I'm Beto, captain of the Crux.
Beto? Are you here to join the Jade Chamber contest too?
Sure am. I happened to get my hands on a chunk of sunset vermilionite on a voyage a while back, so I figured I'd bring it over.
Huh. So even though it's rare, we're not the only ones who managed to get a hold of it.
I mean, you say that, Paimon, but I'm pretty sure we have the biggest one. And size in this case is all that matters.
Oh, I've got some introductions to do. This is the renowned Miss Yoon, or Yoonjin, probably the most famous figure in the Liyue opera scene.
Greetings.
These two are Paimon and the Traveler. I'm sure you've heard of them before. And this is... sorry, I'm not sure we've met.
Shenhe. I am their... friend.
Good to meet you. Well, from today on, I guess all of us are friends.
It's as easy as that, to make friends, guys. Watch and learn, I guess. We all can learn some stuff from Genshin. All you really need to do to make friends is just, you know, try to have a common goal. And that goal is to make money. Because nothing unites people as much as the search of wealth.
Miss Yoon is also here for the contest. Turns out she needed to borrow a boat, so we came together.
It's an honor to finally meet you both. I've heard much about you. Miss Shenhe, though we are only meeting for the first time, I have a feeling that we will get along very well indeed. To be honest with you all, I am in great need of this opportunity to ask Lady Ningguang a question. That's why I joined the contest. Thanks to my father's connections, I was able to acquire a specimen of the plastrite required. Fortunately, it was approved for submission, despite being a little on the diminutive side. Wow! So it looks like the three of us are competitors now.
Well, you know what that means. It's time to duel. I don't make the rules. I'm just saying. It's time to pull out decks and get to it.
Excuse me for prying, Miss Shenhe, but are you competing as well?
No, I don't have any questions for Ningguang. I just wanted to help him win.
Alright. That's fair enough.
In that case, I have a proposal to make. Lady Ningguang said that the first 3 contestants to procure all 3 materials will be awarded the chance to ask a question. Well, there are 3 teams here. We can split the prize between us.
Well, at least it's not a third wheel. Because you know what they say, Liz. You never want to be a third wheel. In any context.
Instead of competing against each other, we could work together to secure the top 3 places between us. What do you think?
Sounds great, but how does it change things exactly?
I think I see where you're going with this, Miss Yoon. The plastrite was the most difficult item to source by a long shot. Luckily, all 3 of us managed to get our hands on it. The 2 remaining items aren't quite so rare, so as long as one of us finds a way to source it, the other 2 can hop on the bandwagon. How'd I do? Is that what you had in mind?
Precisely.
Huh. Interesting approach.
Okay then. All right, I'll go first. I have some leads on these wonder cores. From what I've heard, the core itself is really not that difficult to make. The hard part is getting hold of the ore used as raw materials. I'm gonna head back to the ship and ask Suling if he's heard of them. You guys...
We will head into town and seek advice from Master Zhang of Hanfeng's Ironmongers. Thoughts?
Sounds good.
Wonderful. We'll split into teams then, and whoever makes progress first brings all of us a step closer to victory. I'm gonna take off. See you later.
Okay, let's go! By the way, what question are you gonna ask Ningguang Yunjin?
There's a fair point, Liz. Can't argue with that. I'm not the party kind myself, but you know what? When there's a good party, you just gotta do it. Every now and again.
I'm looking for a venue to host the performance of our new opera. Lady Ningguang has excellent judgment, so I would like to hear her opinion.
Ooh, what's the opera called? Paimon wants to go see it.
The opera is a labor of love by my father. He wrote it based on a popular urban legend about an evil spirit and an adeptus. It's called The Divine Damsel of Devastation.
Alright, sounds a little bit ominous. Oh, I'm glad you're back, Kikuchi. I don't think you missed too much. It was just a little bit of a Shanghai's backstory, I think. That was about it. We made some trades, some deals going on. Informed the team, if you will. That's kind of it. So not much.
Ah, hello. Are you here for something off the shelf? Or do you need something forged?
Excuse me, Master Zhang. We were wondering if you'd heard of something called a Wonder Core.
Of course I have. Sorry, who's asking?
My name is Yunjin. Perhaps you don't know me, but I believe that you forged some weaponry for my father in the past, for stage use.
I mean, you see, Keguchi, you gotta walk away with style. You can't just run away. It's not Beta's style. You gotta walk off and make others wonder what you're up to. You gotta have misdirections. That's what it's all about. You can't let them predict your next move. That's what Beta is good at. That's why she's a captain.
Yunjin? Stage use? Oh, so you must be Miss Yoon. Sorry, my brain's finally caught up. It's not used to doing much beyond bashing a hammer all day. Everyone's heard of you, Miss Yoon. Even folks who don't make it to the opera all that often. Like myself.
As I said, you gotta be at least 30 moves ahead of them. When they get out of the bed, you already need to plan a month ahead, you know? You gotta predict what they're gonna have for breakfast like 2 weeks in advance. That's how you know.
So, you're here to ask about Wonder Cores, huh? As it happens, I do know how to make them. Matter of fact, I made some for Lady Ningguang back when she was building the original Jade Chamber.
Oh, hey Hugh. Hopefully you're doing okay.
The types of ore needed to make Wonder Cores are a little hard to come by. Lady Ningguang supplied them herself last time. I don't suppose you've brought any yourselves?
No, we were gonna ask you what kinds of lore we need.
Sure. Well, you'll need 2 kinds. Star Splinter Iron and Subrosium. If I remember correctly, Lady Ningguang sourced her Star Splinter Iron from the Mount Tianheng area. They say it resonates with visions. It could take some work, but if you stick with it, you'll find some eventually. As for the Subrosium, though, that's trickier. It's all but unheard of on the market.
You see, Liz, it's a little bit tricky. Because what if you need to get some food? You gotta get out of bed for that. You see, that's why everybody should invest in mini fridge. Because mini fridge was invented for the most convenience you can possibly get inside your room. Because you know, when people get mini fridge, they pretty much just plan to never leave their room, ever. And honestly, I can relate.
I'm really not sure. Sorry. What I've heard is that the people around Mount Tianheng have some sort of magic trick that can pinpoint the location of the stuff. Of course, it's probably just hearsay. If you want my advice, start by looking for Star Splinter Iron around Mount Tianheng. And if you run into any locals, ask them a few questions about Subrosium.
Mount Tianheng.
Interestingly enough, the story of the divine damsel of devastation also takes place on that mountain. I hear the view there is quite spectacular. A favorite destination of the Adepti, in fact. Perhaps it can give me some inspiration. Let's not delay. We should head straight there.
I mean, you gotta... You know, we all know that the best pillow is a cool pillow. And what could be cooler than a fridge? You know? It's like having cool side of a pillow, but all the time.
But human life is like the dew at dawn.
The sacrifice that you gotta make is that you gotta sleep on the metal. But you know what? Sometimes sacrifices need to be made for the ultimate comfort that's ahead of us. I was actually thinking of investing in a mini fridge for my room as well, just so I don't need to go for like drinks downstairs, so I can just like stay upstairs if I feel like it for the entire day.
I came to Mount Tianheng once with my father as a child. I remember it being such a long climb that I could barely feel my legs by the time we reached the top.
You're not wrong there, Keiguchi. That does make sense. I mean, when you think about it, who is best at ASMR than quiet people? Because they've been adapted by nature to whisper. It's really for people like us who, you know, have loud voices and struggle to talk quietly. That's who've really been nerfed by nature.
This is quite a trip down memory lane for me. Look at these majestic, towering peaks and the gently flowing streams. It's like setting foot in paradise. No wonder the legend of the divine damsel of devastation is said to have taken place here. Adepti wander oft where mortals seldom stride. Indeed, this looks like a place that one might expect to be frequented by Adepti. The Divine Damsel of Devastation is your upcoming opera, right? And the story takes place in Mount Tianheng. Huh. Seems like you have a real connection with this place.
Now that I think about it, Yunjin actually sounds like she has like just a permanent cold. And I don't really know if that's a good or a bad thing. Because that's probably what I sound like whenever I'm sick.
What's the story about, though? It's the story of a girl becoming a hero. Cool! A hero story? There are Paimon's The legend first arose in this area. It is said that there used to be a prosperous village on the mountain. In that village, there was a loving couple who were completely devoted to one another. One day, a terrifying monster appeared. The wife was out collecting herbs and was captured by the monster. Her husband was so distraught at the news that it broke his spirit and drove him to madness. The vile and vicious monster told the villagers, "If you want to live, you must sacrifice a child to me."
I mean, I can keep like low voice. It's just very hard when you have like a deep voice to talk quietly. Just because like deep voice by nature been designed to be loud. It's just what it is really. Like this is probably the quietest I can talk without it sounding like complete gibberish. And it's honestly a shame. Because I would love to be able to like whisper and make it sound nice, but I don't think I can. Although maybe if I practiced, I could.
What a nasty piece of work! Paimon sure hopes this monster gets put in its place!
Because I was thinking for one of the video ideas to like do ASMR as Zhongli. I thought that would be an awesome video idea. I would just like keep talking about tea for like 10 minutes straight. Just quote like Zhongli's lines for 10 minutes straight. I felt like that would have been a great video idea. I might still do it at some point. I would need to practice, but I felt like that would be pretty cool.
But the monster was so terrible and so strong that all within the village were terrified of it. They had no choice but to give in to the monster's demand.
I'll think about it, Liz. I might do it. I would need to like figure out how to like whisper in a good way, because I never like talk quietly. So I feel like it would be tough for me to maintain like a low voice for extended period of time. So I'll need to practice. But I might do it.
Just while they were discussing whose child would be given over to the monster, a little girl suddenly stood up and came forward.
I would just be like, Osmanthus wine still tastes the same. But where's the memories that we shared along the way? It's all about tea, guys. I would do just stuff like that for like an hour.
No! Don't do it, little girl! Unbeknownst to anybody else, she was concealing an exorcist's blade. She approached the monster's lair, feigning fear and trepidation. When she finally arrived, she courageously drew her sword and entered into a fierce struggle with the monster, from which she eventually emerged as the victor.
I'll try to think of like a roleplay situation with Zhongli, like where you as a listener would probably be like one of his old friends that would visit him. And we just have like a casual conversation about wine for like 10 minutes. I feel like that would be the best idea.
Her extraordinary abilities drew the attention of the Adepti, and they took her as one of their own. Her story became the stuff of legends. But alas, the paths of mortals and Adepti seldom cross, and she would never again re-enter the mortal world.
I mean, I do know how to voice act. It's just, as I said, it's maintaining that voice for like solid 10 minutes at least. I think that's gonna be tough. Because I naturally can whisper. I try to like maintaining the voice at the same volume level is very difficult for me. So I would need to like put some effort into that.
And so, destined to grace the mortal realm for but a brief moment, she vanished like a wisp of smoke into thin air. That's how the opera ends.
I really like this story. But I personally think that perhaps the little girl was not as brave as the opera makes her out to be.
Because like, I feel like if I practice, I can probably nail Zhongli's voice like, I probably wouldn't be able to replicate it, but I think I probably would be able to get pretty close.
I'm not sure she deserves all the praise she is given.
I don't want to make it like sexual. I feel like it would just make me feel uncomfortable. Because like, I don't like those ASMR videos where like people just like stop pretending like I'm their significant other or something. Like those types of videos just freak me the hell out. And I feel like I'm not going to be able to do that. I would just feel exceptionally weird about it. No, I know what you mean. It's like, I would have a difficult time not laughing, you know? Just keeping a straight face while like flirting as Zhongli, I feel like it's gonna make me die inside from laughter. I can try, but I feel like I'm just like a natural giggly person. Stuff like that would just make me laugh too much.
I've never considered that before.
Oh yeah, I don't like that type of stuff. Okay, Gucci, no. I don't mind people like... The thing is, I listen to some ASMR, like there's this, I think it's called French Whispers or something. There's a guy who like whispers about mythology. And I just casually like listen to it whenever I like chill in bed, like either reading something or whatnot, just learning about mythology. And I feel like that type of ASMR is kind of cool, because I like learning stuff, and what better way to do it than to have a nice older gentleman whisper in my ear about Greek gods and whatnot. I feel like that's a pretty good way of doing it.
Opera is always an interpretation of the events it purports to portray. A certain degree of deviation from the truth is always inevitable. When my father wrote the script for this play, I suppose his intention was to inspire his audience with the character of the divine damsel.
Yeah, I definitely can send a link. I mean, I can send probably right now in chat. Let me find it. Because I feel like that type of ASMR is actually awesome. Because I usually don't like listen to ASMR that often. But some French gentleman whispering about mythology just does it for me, I don't know. And he has like a bunch of like just story related stuff. That's all he does. And it's like super cool. I find it like honestly one of the coolest ASMR ideas. Because usually people like don't put that much effort into ASMR, unfortunately. And I feel like when people actually do stuff like that, it's awesome. But yeah, I'll drop it right now. There you go, guys. If you are interested yourself.
I think it's a great story. The ideal story.
I think I can do old man voice. I would just need to make it a little bit deeper and a little bit like more harsh, I guess. So I would need to talk something like this, but not really. Like I would need to practice a little bit. Oh, hey Stasi, hopefully you're doing okay. Because like Zhongli's voice is kind of like old man voice, but not really. It's kind of like young old man voice, if that makes sense. And since I'm not an old man, it's kind of like harder for me to replicate it. But I'll practice, because I did have some other ideas to like do stuff as Zhongli. So I do want to get like nail his voice as close as I possibly can.
Well, it sure inspired Paimon! Let's go get ourselves some Star Splinter Iron! Yeah!
Yeah, same, Liz. I don't like just like people just like tapping stuff or whatever. Just like, you know, just sitting on camera and like not even talking, just like rambling. I'm not into that. But yeah. That's why I enjoy listening to this guy, because I feel like he puts a lot of research and a lot of effort into his videos, and he actually makes them interesting. And he also has a pretty calm voice, so it's nice to listen to. Because I kind of treat it as an audiobook more than anything.
Alone and unchanging.
It's just like, it's ASMR, but as a byproduct to me. And as I said, I love learning about history, mythology, like all that good stuff. Because I'm a big nerd when it comes to like ancient gods and like adventure type stuff. I love that. It's super fun to me. There should be one more somewhere here. Oh, there we go. Up there. There's a very interesting way of putting Stasi. I definitely can see it. But
I think I saw a village on our way here.
it's probably the first time I actually thought of Jean-Li that way. But fair enough.
Why don't we try there?
I think there was one more hidden somewhere, but I don't think you actually have a use for it, so I'll probably just move on. Oh, there we go. There's actually another one. Not sure what you actually use it for, but you know what? Might as well take it. See what we can do with it. Maybe it's like a hidden piece of story in the future.
There is someone here.
See. I mean, there's plenty of those types of like channels. They just like, I treat stories like that as audiobooks in general. I listen to them like whenever I go to work or just like, you know, chilling in the house, like when I do chores, like when I vacuum or like clean dishes. I just feel like I enjoy learning myself personally. I know learning is not like for everyone, but I like the cool type of learning where you learn some awesome like facts about ancient stuff. Because history to me is like awesome in general, and the more you know about it, I feel like the more educated you get and the more interesting as a person as a result. Because I learned quite a lot by listening to just, you know, random stories about topics that I never even thought. Like the other day I listened about Crusaders and I was like, okay, it's not something I'm particularly interested in, but you know what, I'll give it a shot. And I learned quite a lot. So yeah, I just kind of like learning information that's probably not going to be useful to anyone at all. But you know what? I'm glad I learned it, I guess.
Yunjin, looks like you were right. Excuse us, sir. Can we ask you something?
I feel like Jean-Li, to me personally, is like a wise sage type of voice. Because he's like seen everything and experienced everything. And at that point, when you know everything, you like seen everything and you experience everything there is to do, you just attain like an enlightenment of sorts and you just see things for what they truly are. And that's when you attain like, you know, the true peace of mind and calmness. And that's why I feel like Jean-Li is.
Huh. He didn't seem to catch that.
There's a pretty good comparison to Gucci. Because like, if if we're talking about John Lee when we first met him, I definitely agree with that. Because, goddamn, that man didn't even know what Moray is, probably. He just saw it was like accessory for him rather than money. But can you really blame him? With a face like that and the voice that deep?
Hello, sir. We were just passing by and wanted to ask if you happen to know anything about Subrosium.
Favorite? That's toughy. That's toughy, Liz. I'd say if we're talking about actual, like, you know, historical culture, I'd say probably Japan. Not only because I learned a lot of Japanese history, but also because I visited Japan and I kind of like the overall atmosphere there. Because, like, everybody's super nice and the history that they have is, like, super awesome. With all, like, different wars that were going on, like different shogunate, like samurais, ninjas, you know, all of that good stuff. I feel like the culture and the history there is very good. Because, like, I'm not the biggest fan of European one, with, like, all crusaders and, like, knights of the round table situation going on. I mean, it's cool, but, like, it just doesn't really attract me personally. Oh, don't even get me started on tea. The first time I went to Japan, the tea I had there, like the green tea, I thought I had green tea, but before I went to Japan, I never had green tea, because the green tea there, that's what real green tea is. Because that was an experience. I went to like a formal tea house once in Japan, where they had like the entire tea ceremony going on. And the tea they made there was life-changing, honestly. It was so good. And I probably had like 10 different types of it. And every single type I drank was better than the last. I'm not even kidding. And usually I'm the type of guy that couldn't tell the difference between like different blends of anything really. Like I would struggle to tell you a difference between probably skimmed and whole milk if I try hard enough. That's the type of person you're working with here. So it was really eye-opening for me to like actually discover my taste buds for once and realize that they're actually working and they are there. Because usually I don't care about the taste of food, I just consume it. I'm like a goddamn alligator. I just swallow my food whole as soon as it's good. That's all that matters.
Is he trying to tell us to look for clues in the village? Well, whatever. Guess we're on our own here. Shinra, Yunjin, let's have a look around.
Sorry, you can go ahead without me. I'd like to have a word with this gentleman.
Stazzy, I'm pretty sure the most important thing John Lee has going on is reminiscing about tea. Like, I don't think you're disturbing anything there. That man has all the time in the world.
If that's okay with you, Uncle Mingjin.
It's... Yeah, like, my uncle took me there. And, like, in Japan, tea is, like, very important. Like, there's entire industries and like entire establishments that just dedicated to tea and like tea ceremonies. And you go there and like you spend the entire day just like drinking tea and like experiencing the atmosphere. They like light the incense and you like, they pair it with like really nice food as well if you like hungry, and it's just like awesome. It is expensive though. It costs quite a bit, but once in a while I'd say it's, if you go there at all ever, I'd say definitely try doing it, because it is life-changing. You will experience tea unlike anything. Like you're probably never gonna have as great of a tea experience as you will in Japan. Maybe China. China would probably be the only one that would like compare. But I've never been there, so I wouldn't know.
Shenhe.
I honestly think like teabag tea is kind of weak. I don't know if it's just me, but like whenever I drink tea bags, it just seems weak. Especially like green tea. I usually just buy like leaves and just make my own. Just because I feel like it's much more rich when you do it from leaves. It's not me being a snob, by the way. I'm just saying, like, I don't drink tea that often, but when I do, I like to have like a good, nice cup of tea.
Shit. You're alive. The rumors were true. So, all these years? I'm sorry, I don't know how to find Subrosium, but I think you can find some information in the village. This place is deserted now. No one ever comes here, so you can rummage around all you want.
To be fair, like, going to Japan is expensive, but staying in Japan, unless you go to Tokyo, is actually not that bad. Like, if you guys do plan to go to, like, Japan in general, I would suggest to just, like, to visit Tokyo, because, you know, you might as well, but I wouldn't say to, like, stay in Tokyo, because that would be expensive. But, like, if you actually travel to, like, Kyoto maybe a little bit north even, maybe visit like, Hokkaido, like, there's plenty of places to visit in Japan where staying there is probably not that expensive. I'm talking from experience, like, I think the one time I went there, the flight itself is very pricey, but staying there, you can probably stay there for a week under like $1,000 with all like food and everything, if you are smart about it. So I'd say it's a fairly economical, friendly place to visit. Especially, like, the yen is not, like, the strongest right now, so you probably not gonna, like, break the bank, I'd say. Unless, as I said, you stay in Tokyo, because then, yeah, it's gonna be expensive.
Huh? You know this guy, Shenhe?
I mean, my uncle lives in Tokyo, and he pays a lot in order to stay there. Like, he does well for himself, like, but still, even he is like, I remember he told me once how much he spends on, like, just living expenses in Tokyo, and it's a lot. It's the amount of money they probably can buy, like, a nice big villa in, like, probably any other part of Japan. So, yeah.
Thank you, kind sir. We'll go and take a look around. Don't worry. Mingjun has no ill intention towards Miss Shenhe. She'll be quite safe. Okay, then let's see what we can find in this village.
Jeff, I know you want to flex on me, but as you see, we're in the middle of something. We're talking about tea here, Jeff. Come on. Just post it in Discord and I'll shame you for flexing on me there.
What's this?
Alright, no worries. I'll do it later. Fine, I'll read it. The doctor said you were gravely ill. Don't worry. I will give everything I have to save you. My heart bleeds whenever I see you getting wearier. Your illness beyond treatment. How I wish I could suffer the pain for you. You said you have no regrets in this life, and that you only wish for me to take good care of Shenhe. But if you regret nothing, why the tears? I don't know what I've been doing lately, though I still breathe. I feel like an empty shell. I have read all the ancient texts I could get my hands on, looking for ways to save you, but it is utterly futile. I finally found it. It was Mingujin. He had kept the book that could save you hidden. I took it and followed its instructions to summon a god and offer a sacrifice. The god appeared. I told him that I was willing to exchange my life for yours. He kept silent and only pointed at our daughter, Shenhe. The god said her fate was to bear the curse of calamity, and that she was prone to bring harm to those close to her. The god also said that she might even have been the cause of your death. In that case, I thought I should. I left her in the cave that the god mentioned. 3 days have passed, and still no news. I grow restless from waiting, seized by an ominous feeling. I am sorry, my love. Forgive me. You too, Shenhe. Please, forgive me. How stupid I was. How blind. Let me apologize to both of you. In person. Alright, there you go. A little bit of reading time for you guys.
So, Shenhe is the divine damsel?
Indeed so.
Now that I think about it, she does behave rather like an adeptus, and she is about the right age. So that's why I've been getting the strangest feeling whenever I chat with her. I should have noticed it earlier. According to this text, the divine damsel from the opera was actually the daughter of the loving couple.
No, not really. I mean, I just put it there because I felt like it's something cool to look at. I'm fine with you guys knowing my idea. I showed it before plenty of times. I just felt like it would be a bit boring if there was nothing on the screen, so I just found this cool gif of Zhao. And it's been there ever since. That's kind of the backstory for it.
And she didn't volunteer. She was sacrificed to the monster by her own father. Oh. The truth is even more lamentable than the opera. Now I understand why Shenhe said the girl was not as brave as people think. It wasn't her choice to enter that ghastly situation. She was forced into it.
I mean, yeah, Zhao is kind of like Zhongli's son, because he kind of summoned him, all the yakshas. So he's kind of their dad, when you think about it.
Oh. It looks like my father may need to make a few revisions to his beloved opera.
Alright, that was pretty sad. Poor Shenhe.
I came back here once before, a few years ago. Alone. I hid it from Master at the time. It was deserted then too, except for a few low-life bandits. Everyone and everything I remembered was long gone. But as people were passing by, they stopped to admire me. They praised me, telling me I gave off the aura of an adeptus.
I mean, I know why some streamers hide their UID, but I'm like, I'm chill with you guys, like, you know, adding me and the friends and whatnot. I think the main reason why people usually hide their UID is because of like all the hacking that's going on, or at least it was before. But I'm pretty sure if you have like two-step authentication, which majority of people do, You should be fine.
I tried explaining to them that I wasn't an Adeptus, just an ordinary person who came from this village. But no one believed me. When I saw how run down all these houses were, I felt at a loss. It was like I took a look at the world, and on the surface, it looked like a vast realm with so many places I could go. Then I looked a little closer, and there was nowhere for me to go at all.
Suddenly, so much time has gone by. Everything has changed.
Wish I had a Zhao. I never actually pulled one, surprisingly. I might get one at some point.
Last time I visited, I felt so upset. But today, I don't know why, but it feels different.
It is easy for your mind to run wild when you are alone. But this time, you are with your friends, aren't you?
Yes, my friends.
Oh, that's sweet. I'm glad we're at that. That was kind of nice. I usually don't read those, like, side quests. Well, side story, I guess. Little dialogues. But that was kind of nice. Alright, what else do we have to find here? Is there anything else? Oh, there we go.
So it seems that Shenhe's father thought he was summoning a benevolent deity using a magic incantation. But in fact, he summoned an evil god's remains, which took the form of a monster.
Oh, okay. I thought she was reading the letter. A branch family of exorcists used to live in the east of the village. But in around 2 weeks, the mother died of disease. The young daughter went missing, and shortly after, the father hanged himself on a tree in the yard of his own house. It has been confirmed that traces of an evil god's remains were found in the village. The villagers are panicking as no one is certain whether the evil god remains are gone for good. Do be careful when you are in this area. Alrighty. Sounds a little bit ominous.
His obsessive yearning for his deceased wife led to a terrible tragedy. The villagers moved away in fear, without ever learning the truth. And now, this place is deserted.
I mean, that's how you get your accounts hacked. I would never suggest to anyone using, like, you know, third-party websites where they sell Primogems, because that's how you get your account pretty much hacked. Because there's no other way, possibly, for your account to get, you know, access into, unless you allow it to someone. So yeah, don't do that, guys.
Still, I do wonder what the connection is between Shenhe and Ningjin.
Because, I mean, there's plenty of scammers out there. Luckily in Genshin, we don't have, like, a world chat. Because, you know, if Genshin had, like, world chat where people can talk to each other, it would be flooded with messages of selling Primogems. It would be like a plague. So, in that context, I'm kind of glad that it doesn't. Because every other game just has that. And it's unavoidable, really.
Everywhere, but still no mention of Sabrosium. Let's have a look over there. This is it.
Magic engraved on Sabrosium is not wear off easily. Some believe the stone to be a bridge between the living and the dead. However, finding Sabrosium is no easy matter. You need to be at the right place at the right time. Legend has it that you may find Sabrosium if you stand in the middle of the lake south of Mount Tishang at dusk and look in the direction of the setting sun. Alright.
Basically, we need to go to the middle of the lake south of Mount Tianheng at dusk, and we'll find us some Symposium. Let's go back and tell Shenhua the news!
Oh yeah, I just found it.
One year when I was back visiting, I heard a story about a white-haired adeptus from a merchant passing by. I never imagined it was you.
I just was like googling some chill lo-fi beats and I found this playlist and I was like, I'm kind of vibing with this. So I felt like it was a good fitting for our mood that we usually have with streams, which is kind of chill, you know? So yeah, that's kind of why I found it. Because I felt like the first stream that I put some music on, I felt like it was a little bit too much, considering we didn't do anything super hype. But yeah, with this one, I feel like everybody can, you know, just relax and chill with it.
I was a very close friend of your father's. I could have stopped him from performing the summoning ritual. I had plenty of chances, but I couldn't bring myself to stand up to him. I just let things happen, let it all escalate. Well, we all know how that story ended.
It's all about balance, you know? You gotta have some chill beats to calm yourself down after reading somebody almost sacrificing their daughter to an evil god in order to resurrect their dead wife, and the result, just, you know, taking their own life. Sometimes in order to deal with bad stuff, you gotta have some good stuff going on, otherwise it would be too depressing. That's what it's all about.
I bring flowers back here every year. And each time I wish I had a chance to apologize to you.
Apologize for what? If you'd stopped him, he'd only have found another way. There is nothing he wouldn't have done for his true love. Nothing.
Do you still hate him?
I mean, the sooner you embrace it, the better, you know? That's what I'm saying, Liz.
I don't know what I feel. I'm told my fate is to bear the curse of calamity, so my master bound my soul with red ropes to curb my aggression. But it also dampened my emotions, making me dispassionate, like the Adepti. So if you ask me how I feel about the past, if I hate my father or not, the truth is, I feel nothing at all.
Relatable. Mai went for the milk, still waiting on him to come back. Sure, some of you can relate.
It must have been so tough for you all these years.
Shenhua, we're back!
Oh, and I will leave you all in peace. Shenhua, it brings me some solace knowing that you are okay. I'll tell you more about the old times next time we meet.
Thanks, mister. We found some info in the end. Shenhua, look. This tells us how to find Symposium. All we gotta do is go to the middle of that lake.
Let's go then.
Miss Shenhua, there's something I'd like to talk to you about. Just now, in the village, we found your father's diary. It turns out that many of the details in the Divine Damsel of Devastation are not true to the facts. So I'd like to change them.
Why?
I know I say that opera always deviates from the truth. But now that the main character is standing right here in front of me, I cannot simply dismiss your lived experience in favor of my father's fiction.
Oh, thank you for your kind words, Sadie. I'm glad I could help you, you know, relax a little bit. And have a good rest. I hope you, you know, have a good one. And, you know, whenever you feel like it, just, you know, turn up and chill together with everyone. That's what we're here for, you know?
It's okay. I like your version.
Huh?
My master once said that the day I learn how to use my strength for the good of others is the day that I can truly become part of human society. So, I hope that one day I might be brave enough to stand up and protect others, just like the girl in the opera. But I've never thought this way before, and I wonder whether I will continue to think in this way.
Don't worry. I believe you will. In fact, I think maybe you've already started to become the person you aspire to be. You just haven't had the opportunity to see it for yourself yet.
Shenhua! Yunjin! Cut the chit-chat! Let's go! We can't let someone else beat us to it!
Alright, let's go meet up. It was a stone of dreams, I guess. Gotta get it all. It's kind of sad that I know the end of it. We cannot do this for nothing. Will I go on this epic journey to find a bunch of materials? And Ningguang is just like, nah, I'm good. Let's see, 1730, right? There we go. Straight on the mark. I mean, that's what she's there for. It wouldn't be Paimon if she didn't ruin a moment, you know? I'm pretty sure that's her signature move. It's like her elemental burst. It's just, you know, no reading the room. Ooh, look who it is. In the distance over there. Who's that? A mysterious figure in the distance. Waiting in a desk by himself. A lonely yaksha. In a solitude of his own wisdom. Pondering about life. Let's go ruin it. Let's go ask him some questions.
What brings you here?
Are you alright, Zhao? Is it all a little bit too close? Okay, I mean, as long as you're comfortable.
Have they found a solution to the danger in the sea? Ningguang didn't tell you. Something has happened in Guyan Stone Forest. According to the contract, as an Adeptus, I should not get involved for now. But these things can be unpredictable. I have a contingency plan of my own. Only a single mountain lies between here and Liyue Harbor. If things get out of control, I will defend this place myself.
Alright, there we go.
Let's head back and report in! Paimon's curious if Beto's made any progress.
I mean, probably you did. Knowing Beta. I mean, what was the last time she broke her promise? I'd rather believe that Paimon stops becoming annoying than Beta breaking her promise. Because that's more likely, honestly.
Oh, goodness.
So, are they okay?
This is some top quality ore you found. I think I'll get a good end product out of these.
Alright, that's what I like to hear.
Guess now it's my time to shine.
Hey everyone, how's the A-team doing?
Doing great.
I ran into a bit of a brick wall on my end. Suling's never seen a Wonder Core before, and says it'd take a lot of research for him to get up to speed.
Leave the Wonder Cores to me. I'll work on them while you go about your business. Don't worry. It won't take me too long.
Much obliged, Master Zhang. We should look into the Adepti sigils next, but where should we find items relating to the Adepti?
I'll sort that out.
Oh? You got this then?
Yes. I have been training with the Adepti for years. I know a thing or two about making sigils. When we first met, I told you I came for the Jade Chamber, not the contest.
Fair point there. I do agree.
In fact, I came specifically to deliver Adepti sigils. Master heard that Ningguang was planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber, so she sent me to deliver some Adepti sigils to her.
I wish we get like a remote control to our Paimon and just permanently put her on a mute. Just like press a mute button and just break it. Just like throw it into the ocean. So nobody ever finds it.
Master also said she hoped that I can take this opportunity to rejoin human society. But now that I'm here, I wonder if I've been removed from the world for too long. There's so much basic knowledge that I lack. Maybe it won't work for me to stay here after all. But either way, I'm very glad to have met you, and I'll take care of those Adepti sigils.
Without knowing the ins and outs of your situation, I can't say whether you should stay or not. But now that our paths have crossed, we'll always have a connection. So if you're ever feeling down, come find me on my ship. There'll be a drink waiting for you.
Thank you. So, Master Zhang, I'll need to use your facilities to make the sigils.
Fine by me. I'm actually curious to see how the Adepti arts work. Maybe I'll learn something.
Whew. The sigils are ready. Though they are in some respects inferior to my master's, I can assure you there will be no quality issues.
I've finished forging the things you asked for, too.
Can you imagine? They would probably destroy Leeway to its core if Shanghai and Zhongli just, you know, start hanging out together. There's only so much destruction Leeway can handle. It would be like a movable force meets... No, unstoppable force meets an immovable object. It's just not gonna correlate well. In the worst case scenarios, they're just gonna fight it out. And John Lee just like eats Shenhe to Mondstadt, all the way to like Venti's statue. Just destroying half of... You know how Raiden like cut the islands in half? John Lee just gonna cut the entire dragon spine in half and send Shenhe to Mondstadt along the way. All you gonna see is like just this giant pillar-like mark left afterwards.
Great! Let's go submit them before someone else gets there ahead of us.
Ooh, we got a new mail. Let's see what that's about. Ooh, it's Kakomi's birthday. Interesting. She got us some stunning stratagem. Nice. Some nice stuff. I like how all these characters somehow know where we are exactly at any given point whenever it's their birthday. Just sends us random gifts as well. Because goddamn, it's more efficient than Amazon Prime at this point. Like, Ted got to figure out. Because the mail here arrives instantly. You just have to think about it. It's already in your mailbox. That's what true efficiency is all about. Let's go climb the Jade Palace on foot.
Ningguang's little secretary! We found all the materials!
I mean, Madam Ping is like the hidden MVP of Leeway. I'm pretty sure she runs this city from the shadows.
Oh, already?
She's like Zhongli's right-hand woman.
All three of you found them together. Okay, I see. The Wonder Cores and Adepti sigils look good. It seems that we found our winners. I hereby announce that the winners of this material procurement contest are the Traveler, Yunjin, and Beidou.
What a surprise.
What? It's over already? I haven't even found the prostrate yet.
Well, you see, my good man Hongfei, that's why I call you snooze, you lose. And you lost today.
I can't believe it. So close, but so far.
I'd like to invite our three winners to please proceed to the Jade Chamber, where Lady Ningguang is waiting for you.
Huh? Where's Beidou? She was right here!
Captain Beidou has some business to attend to. She will join later. Please come with me for now.
Alright then, guess we'll head on up to the Jade Chamber first! This has been a long time coming. The last time we went up to the Jade Chamber was ages ago.
I'm pretty sure we've been there like a week ago. Paimon, it hasn't been that long. I know you struggle with perception of time, but come on.
Combine the Adepti sigils with the Wonder Cores and insert them into the Jade Chamber's control compartment.
Well, you see Kaguchi, it's their fault for being NPCs and no main characters. I don't make the rules. I was the one smart enough to side with main characters. Unlike them. That's what it's all about. In this world, connections mean everything. And we have them all. It's like Pokemon, so we gotta connect with everyone. And just obtain the ultimate power of friendship.
The construction of the new Jade Chamber is now officially complete. Once the tethers are released, it will soar into the sky. Thank you all for your work. Now it is time for me to fulfill my promise.
Yeah!
Miss Yun, I've already heard something about the reason for your involvement. You are looking for a venue for your new opera, aren't you?
That's right. Lady Ningguang, I would like to hear your opinion.
The unveiling of Miss Yun's grand new opera surely requires a venue of equal grandeur. So what would you say if I proposed that we stage your first performance right here, in the newly built Jade Chamber?
Ooh, sounds nice.
The Jade Chamber offers a splendid panoramic view of the mountains and the bustling city. It is fitting for the finest performance to be hosted in the heavens. I can think of no better stage for you than here, Miss Yun.
I mean, when you think about it, that's every single isekai story ever. You just kind of get summoned to a random-ass world, and you just suddenly become a hero of it. It's like isekai powers right there. You just, you bend the rules of the world, you put them to their knees, and you say, I own this world now. That's kind of how isekai protagonists work. And we are one, so... we don't abide by rules of this world. I mean, we didn't even age after 500 years of slumber. So do you really think power of friendship is not gonna be with us? I mean, with a dull blade in our hand and the hand of a trusted friend, as well as the handsomest man of them all, Zhongli, what really can stand in our way when you think about it?
I will prepare my props and other articles shortly. Please allow me to bring all these aboard the Jade Chamber.
You're quite welcome. It's truly what a good opera deserves.
The Traveler, Shenhe, Paimon, I'll be leaving now. Do come and see my play when the time comes.
You're next. What is your question?
I think you know what my question is.
I should clarify. I do not know your sister's whereabouts. Please, don't waste your question on this matter.
Well, that was a big oopsie on our part, I guess.
Wow, you're a mind reader, Ningguang. Oh well, guess Paimon will ask a question then.
Managing a successful business is not as simple as you might think. Capital, connections, sensitivity to the trends, and instinct for what is a good opportunity. All of these traits are crucial. If you want to know how to make money, I will honor our agreement and give you an answer. But that is not to say that it will work for you.
I smell a get rich quick scam going on. Ningguang is about to introduce us to a pyramid scheme where we would need to invite 2 of our vision having friends and keep progressing that way until we reach the top 1% and finally obtain passive income of our dreams. Come on, Ningguang, I thought better of you.
Wow, Paimon hadn't even asked the question yet.
Your question was written all over your face. Now look, you helped me rebuild the Jade Chamber, and I intend to repay you handsomely for it. So I promise you that should you one day require financial assistance, you may seek employment here. I will pay you at the highest rate of remuneration.
Great! So next time we run out of Mora, we just need to come to Ningguang?
I guess we found our sponsor as well. Now we are not left. Now we part of the Archon Club. Because Venti has Dilek. Zhongli has Child. Raiden has Sarah and Yamiko. I mean, when you think about it, now we are part of a team. Now we are part of a select few. We select few who mooch off others. That's what true power means when you don't have to sustain yourself anymore. Truly a glorious moment. And Nahida just gets sponsored by everyone in Sumeru, really. She's like just a child, so everybody throws money her way and candy along the way. So glorious, really.
No more questions from us. Shenhe, you got a question?
Oh, hey, Leona. Hopefully you're doing okay.
Me?
Yes, this is a group effort.
Thank you. But I don't have anything to ask.
Are you sure? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I'd urge you not to squander it.
Some fitting music going on.
Yeah, just don't waste it. Hold on a second. Paimon can probably think of another one.
Lady Ningguang, do you think I can ever fit in Liyue Harbor?
Now that is an interesting question. Liyue Harbor is very inclusive. As long as you respect the rules here, you will not be turned away. So, the key is whether or not you yourself can develop a sense of belonging in Liyue Harbor.
I feel like we're about to enter the final battle of it all.
Oh, a sense of belonging.
Yes. To become fond of a place, to feel part of it, it always requires a reason.
I mean, that's what it's all about in the end. As long as we get our pockets full, does saving the world really matters? Because when you think about it, we can just retire. Probably right now.
Perhaps someone you've met, or something you've experienced here. Or perhaps you enjoy the atmosphere of Liyue, and you will become accustomed to it. In short, everyone needs a reason to stay. I hope you can find yours soon.
I see.
Hey, what's going on? I just went to see the fleet a little later than expected.
Come on, Beidou. It's your turn. Do you have a question for Ningguang?
Me? Nah, I ain't got any questions. She forced me to help out, so I figured I may as well get involved with the contest. Ningguang, don't forget what we talked about. It's not gonna be easy to deal with. I don't think my fleet can take it on their own.
Don't worry. I have made preparations. The wound dressings are ready, and the Millilith have set up an ambush.
The final boss in Ningguang, and all we have to do is like compete on the financial market. The one who acquires the largest percentage of capital is the winner. That's how the story of Genshin Impact is gonna end, by us becoming the richest tycoon there ever was. Truly a glorious end to a glorious story.
Glad to hear it. Watch your back. Stay alert.
Ningguang, what are you talking about?
You'll see when the Jade Chamber ascends. However, it's not the most pleasant topic of conversation. Maybe it's better that you don't know. When I first set foot in the Jade Chamber, I stood at the edge of the platform and looked down upon Liyue Harbor far below. At that time, I dreamed that one day the Jade Chamber's shadow would be seen in all 7 nations of Tibet. My wish has not changed to this very day. However, it is not only out of consideration for myself that I have built the Jade Chamber anew at this time. I hope the Jade Chamber will always float in the skies above Liyue Harbor, bearing witness to the prosperity and peace of the human world. And I hope that you can all witness it with me.
I mean, the one who has the highest credit score is the winner in the end of it all. That's what it's all about.
Ceremony commence!
Alright, jeez.
The Avenger of the Vortex, Vaisht.
Who is that?
Osial's wife. Final follower of the Overlord of the Vortex.
Sounds like you knew this was coming!
Beidou sensed something was stirring in the deep. She warned me months ago. Knowing she harbors hatred toward the Jade Chamber, I chose to rebuild it now as a way of drawing her out.
Got it. Well, let's go fetch the Adepta.
No.
Huh?
In this human age, the people of Liyue must find a way to overcome this crisis on our strength alone.
The boss fight version 2.0 is commencing. We're gonna have grilled eel for the dinner tonight, guys. By the looks of it.
All hands! Tsunami incoming!
What's that? Wait! A giant wave!
The power of Dull Blade never fails us. I guess it actually failed us. one time our dull blade couldn't crush the obstacle along our way. Unbelievable.
You are a cursed child. Your life brings nothing but disaster to us all. At least if you die, I can bring her back.
The day you learn how to use your strength for the good of others is the day that you can truly become part of human society.
Alright, Shenhe has her anime protagonist moment now. She gains the power of friendship on her side. It's time to take some names and kick some ass. And she's all out of names to take. So I guess it's ass whooping time. Alright, time to actually fight them. Ourselves. Let's see what you have to offer.
We can't let you be the only one taking this risk.
I hardly see this as a great risk. The people of Liyue Harbor are well prepared, and she is already badly injured. Only sheer willpower is keeping her alive. I may be nearing the end of my stamina, but in a fight to the death, I think I have the upper hand.
We'll help too.
Alright, sounds like a solid plan.
Manifest! Obey!
I kind of wonder if they're actually gonna make this like a actual boss fight in the future. Because they already pre-made it. I doubt they're just gonna use it once and forget about it. Well, they might. I mean, they did it to Signora, so I wouldn't be surprised. Nope. Got a little bit distracted.
Cryo incarnate.
I'm just gonna stay true to the plot and beat them with only Shenhe.
Obey. Manifest.
No, no. Looks like... Okay, look.
Everybody stand back.
That doesn't count. That doesn't count. We actually didn't damage them, so we're still staying true to the plot. We just gotta heal. Bennett just ascended from the sky like the pyro archon that he is and aided us in the time of need.
Obey. Manifest.
Nope.
Oh. Shit. Obey.
Alright, come on, come on. Show up. Taking your sweet time here.
By ordinance divine.
And just like that, with the power of protagonists, we succeed.
Manifest! Unleash!
Cascade!
There we go.
Shouldn't we go after her?
I think she's fine.
It is too risky to continue pursuing her. If the place could...
It's fine. She's probably dead.
I'm just a little exhausted. Otherwise, fine.
Good to hear.
I wanted to deal with it myself. I didn't expect you to follow me.
I didn't do anything. I don't know what you're talking about, Shanghai. It was all you.
Don't worry. She's not coming back anytime soon. After an injury like that, she'll likely seek refuge somewhere else.
Exactly. Shanghai did it all by herself.
How did things go underwater?
It's been dealt with. She was injured before entering the water. It didn't take too much effort to finish the job.
Good. So the crisis has been safely averted. When you visit the Jade Chamber in the future, you will be afforded generous treatment.
Lady Ningguang, the fleet reports that the sea monster has left Guyun Stone Forest and the surrounding waters have returned to normal.
Thank you. How are the Nilith?
Thanks to the medical supplies you prepared from Lady Keqing's commands, our losses were minimal. Of course, we owe huge thanks to this young lady for her help. On behalf of the entire Millilith, thank you for your service.
Great. Then next time I watch Miss Yoon's opera, I'll be able to take the compliments. I wasn't trying to be a hero, though. I just wanted to protect you.
Oh, that's sweet.
Let the soldiers recuperate, but don't let your guard down. If she returns with a vengeance, we must be prepared.
Yes, ma'am.
You've been monitoring us for some time now. I trust you've reached a conclusion.
You wish to hear one's opinion. Well, things would have hardly gone so smoothly had it not been for Shenhe.
That
Can't
I do
argue
not
with that.
deny. However, final victory was always going to be ours, even had things been a little more arduous. If it came to it, I could always destroy another Jade Chamber.
That's a flex.
One has observed your adaptation of the Guizhong ballista, and find oneself compelled to admit that you have evidenced some degree of novel thinking.
I mean, when you think about it, majority of the NPCs are probably AIs to begin with, so text-to-speech sounds about right.
You have learned from past failures and prepared for this crisis in advance. This is considerable progress compared to the last time. Hence, on balance, one finds your performance during this trial satisfactory enough. But there will no doubt be further trials to come in the future. Do not suppose that one will not continue observing you hereafter.
While the position of Tianquan remains mine, I will always ensure Liyue's safety.
Shenhe, one saw you secretly venture out from the mountains a few years ago, and noticed the air of dejection in which you returned. Hopefully this trip to Liyue Harbor has been a different experience.
Yes. I can't explain it, but I feel happier than I expected.
Good. Traveler, please take good care of Shenhe. She is a dear child. In fact, one has many fond memories of Shenhe's childhood that she may be interested to hear about.
There'll be no need for that.
He's like just pulls out Shenhe's baby album, just starts showing us pictures.
Oh. They are all like this. Fine. Since you care not to listen, one shan't be telling you. One shall be going homeward now.
It's not like I was expecting you to say yes. Just like starts mumbling to herself.
Please, have a good rest. Come to the Jade Chamber when you have recovered your energy. We must celebrate both the completion of the Jade Chamber and the fact that Liyue has weathered another crisis. This banquet must be the most spectacular ever.
Alright, let's go listen to some opera. Have some classy evening fun. For once. I think we deserved it.
Wow! Everyone's already seated! It's Paimon's first time attending a banquet in the Jade Chamber. The food here looks amazing.
All of you here are my distinguished guests. I am determined that each of you thoroughly enjoys yourself. Those who don't drink alcohol, please, help yourself to other beverages. Fine wine is a delight to the senses, but it is far from the only one. I trust you will find the marvelous view from the Jade Chamber to be an equally gratifying indulgence.
Have you heard? Miss Yun's going to be performing today.
Sure have. Honestly, it's the main reason I'm here. I've never missed any of Miss Yun's performances, and I don't intend to start now.
Some fitting music going on for the opera, if I do say so myself.
I hear she's going to perform The Divine Damsel of Devastation today, the one written by her father. I've been so excited that I've barely slept the last few nights.
Hey, look! Miss Yun is going on stage!
Just Yunjin starts singing we will rock you out of nowhere. Alright.
彼时鹤归，茫茫天地无依靠，孤身离去。今日再会，新朋旧友坐满堂，共聚此时。
Yeah, I mean, anime just went pretty hard. Like, when Genshin does actual animations, they never miss.
Personally, I thought I sang rather well.
I do think so as well.
It was beautiful. Paimon wants to learn too.
It was wonderful. Also, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks to you, the Divine Damsel of Devastation is a more nuanced tale than ever. The play has an ending, but life goes on. I believe you will find a way to fit in Liyue Harbor.
Thank you. I think I found the opportunity I needed to change.
Ms. Yun, here you are. Great to see you. Huh? Hey, this young lady with the white hair looks like some kind of VIP. Yeah, that's it, like an adeptus. Wait, you're the girl from the opera, aren't you? The divine damsel herself. And look who else we have here, the illustrious traveler. Well, I'll be. This was definitely worth showing up for.
I smell an ass whooping coming up.
Let me pull up a chair, all right. We'll all have a friendly chat, get better acquainted.
Alternatively, you could leave us alone. That is, if you'd prefer to finish your drink via the orifice of your own choice.
There's a threat you don't want to gamble upon, if I do say so myself.
Uh-oh, this feels all too familiar. Shenhe's back to her old self again.
I mean, honestly, justifiably so. I mean, we kind of had a moment, and the dude just kind of rocked up out of nowhere.
Hey, what are you doing?
Calm down, Shenhe. Calm down.
Alright. That was a very interesting ending to his story, I guess. But it was a fun quest, at least. We did some fun stuff along the way. It was definitely worth doing. And I think I'll probably leave it at that. I mean, we've been streaming for a while, almost 3.5 hours at this point. I'm pretty sure most of you guys are probably tired at this point. But I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you had some fun, maybe a few laughs even, here and there. And yeah, I'll probably be ending. I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. Same time as today, 8 o'clock. I'll probably be streaming, as I said, throughout Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at the same time as well. And on weekends, we'll see. But I hope you have a good remaining of your Tuesday today. Maybe do something fun. And always remember to pray to our Lord and Savior Zhongli and stay hydrated with some nice beverage, such as tea, preferably. Anyway, I hope you all have a good one. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.